Hello everyone, and welcome to Tales from Tuatha. We're bringing you the stories of adventure, danger, loss, and heroic triumph from a land within our imaginations. Bringing you these tales today is Nerida the Drowned, who is probably muted because Babby.
Hello, sorry.
Cora Hilltopple.
Hello. Those awful dreams last time are giving me a complex.
Harbakir Toll Middleek.
Hi, I didn't have any dreams at all. They
Lost.
were just sleep.
Well, now that we're back on the boat, I can start drinking again.
Chance.
Skin falling off.
You're muted.
What was it?
My skin is falling off.
True. And Welgwen Woodbarrel.
I'm a fish person now.
Yeah, it's a good time. Thank you for being with us today to share in our tale. Here is what happened last time. As the corpse of the this is the wrong one, is it? No, this is it. As the corpse of the mighty Hydra descended into the sea, the storm chaser was released from its bonds and took once more to the west towards the Vendran Sea. Malik attempted to invoke the divine intervention of Helm to reestablish a stronger connection with his deity, but failed. After a few interactions with dolphins at sea, and having been followed by a scout ship for the Blood Shard Orcs, our heroes, upon seeing a storm emerge in a flash of green light from below the waves, decided that they were very near the valley of the nascent tempest. They decided to rest for the night, and both Welgwen and Cora had some disturbing dreams. In the morning, Lost imbued the party with water breathing, and our heroes dove overboard to seek the piece of Umberlee's power that lay on the ocean floor. Below the waves at the bottom of the sea, our heroes discovered a place Nerida had seen in her visions, an underwater valley which culminated in two enormous rocks curled towards each other as though they were crashing waves. From behind the nearby rocks emerged a strange sight. Human sailors with blue skin covered in some strange viscous fluid. This oddity came flanked by two large hunter sharks, and finally, a fearsome giant shark, all covered in a dark mucus of some kind. The onslaught was fierce, but our heroes seemed to have the advantage in the battle. That is, until an enormous and horrifying creature emerged bearing a circular mouth with dozens of large, sharp teeth pointing inward. It struck out with powerful tentacles that diseased Chance and Welgwen and smashed our heroes against the rocks within the valley. All the while, the central point of the valley glowed with a pulsing green light, which occasionally flared and ejected torrents of water outwards, pushing and bludgeoning the party. The battle was fierce and the enemy immense, but through magic and blade, eventually the fiend was overcome, torn to bits by Lost's swarming summoned sharks. With the danger past, Nerida headed to the center of the valley and claimed a strange suit of armor, seemingly made from stones churned, crushed, and hardened by tectonic forces beneath the ocean floor, and bearing shells and bits of coral. Truly an artifact of Umberlee. Feeling the power within this item, Nerida chose to harness it for herself, and rode a raging torrent of water out of the valley and back onto the upper deck of the Storm Chaser. Once back above water, Chance and Welgwen realize that their skin is a translucent blue and burns when not in water. This effect seems resilient to both lesser and greater restoration. And that brings us to now. Also, everyone's level 11. Hopefully everybody saw that.
All right.
Yeah.
And you leveled up.
Yes.
I know I did.
Yeah.
Make that change now. Sweet.
We don't really get to benefit until we sleep, I don't think. Maybe some classes do, I don't know. I don't.
You do not get your new spell slots, unfortunately.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to do, so yesterday in game, I did the divine intervention, but I never did it today, so I want to do that
Mhm.
again and try to invoke Helm's power to make casting easier for me.
Okay.
It's got a
So you
cooldown
can-
of 24 hours or 7 days if you succeed.
Right, okay.
I guess once after a long rest, not 24 hours.
All right. It's kind of funny. You could like do it and then take a long rest and then do it again and again. Sure.
Yeah.
Roll percentile dice. And you are now level 11, so you need an 11 or better.
Nope.
That's a 45.
It's a 45.
You reach out to Helm as best you can. Again, you feel somewhat disconnected, though noticeably the further you've gotten from Port Grey Shallow, the easier it has been to reach through the void and try to reach your deity. It seems there may be some distance over which the severance is effective. But nonetheless,
just
you
for
still
fun,
feel its
I'm
grip
gonna-
slightly.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Just for fun, I'm gonna reach out and give Welgwen a hug and then surround us with salt water.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
So
You're welcome.
Nerida takes tiny Welgwen into her embrace. Welgwen, at first you're like, what's going on? I guess I appreciate
It's
a hug.
okay. My skin's falling off. I could use a hug.
But as she hugs you, you notice something kind of strange. Salt water begins just pouring out of her breastplate, and it just washes over you. And you
Wow,
feel
you really,
significantly better.
You got a
Does
lot
it-
of water in
Does
your
it
armor.
cure their
better.
jellyfish disease?
It does not. Her skin remains blue. And once exposed to the air, it burns again, but it's significantly less like wild damp. You feel much better for the moment.
Well, hopefully we'll figure out something much better, but I'm glad that helps a little bit at least.
We
In the
can-
meantime-
we can
The
heal
chance to
them.
hug too.
In the meantime, her Matthias just like throws a bucket of water on Chance. Like completely without warning. Just
That's good too, I guess. Alright.
how are you feeling? You're blue. You are screaming a bit.
Noticed. Very observant. This guy.
What
Yes.
the hell does that thing do?
What
Do you guys
thing?
have any like wash tubs on deck?
Yes, I'm sure below deck, perhaps the main deck, we can find one.
Or like a barrel we can be in?
We should,
There are barrels,
yeah,
but
we
they
should
are
probably
currently in
figure
use.
something out until tomorrow.
Perfect.
If we
I don't need a
use
very
them-
big barrel.
Until tomorrow.
Could we
Need
just
a
tie a
halfling
rope
size
to
barrel.
them and drag them along?
I suppose we
How many
could.
sharks there are in the water?
Yes, you've seen what's there.
They can
I don't
fight
recommend
against
it.
sharks. We've fought against sharks before.
He's actually right. It wouldn't be much worse than what's going on right now.
Well,
It is pretty unpleasant.
I mean, if you want, it is no problem to fetch water from the ocean.
I think
and
a
just-
barrel might be the best idea because if we
Okay.
if our string breaks that's holding us to the rest of the boat and we get lost at sea, that might be a problem. So,
Yes, that
I'm
is
Just
cool
a
true.
to
way
stay
for them
on
to sleep
board.
safely overnight
yeah.
until tomorrow, and then we should maybe be able to help you tomorrow.
I'm gonna look at Welgwen and I'm gonna say, what are those barrels made out of?
They are, I assume, wood barrels.
Hermatius just looks around at you. He's like, "Is this dwarf humor? I don't understand."
I
it."
gotta give you that one. That is.
That's good, and all
That's-
races enjoy that humor.
Oh, here you did it again. Okay, brought it back around.
I simply don't get it, as they say. Anyway, I will look below deck and see if I can find something that will hold water for you. Do you want it up on the upper deck, or would you like to keep it below? It may rock and shift if left up here as we make way.
Yeah, down below is probably fine. I mean, it's up to you two. You're the ones that need to sleep there.
Oh God.
Maybe a bucket up top
Sorry.
for when they're on watch in their barrels, and a bucket down below for when they're sleeping.
I will see what I can find.
I know you're saying these things to be facetious, Alik, but these are actually good ideas for once.
He descends below deck. Meanwhile, Erla sort of like has been inching closer to Nerida, and she's got her journal out and it's like scribbling in it frantically.
Who is this?
Erla?
Oh, okay. Hi, Orla.
Yes, hold still, darling. She like walks around back behind you. Seems to be just scribbling in her journal. Is that that is what you found down there, I assume? Yeah?
Yes.
And with the thing with the water, what was that?
Oh, it seems like it can emit salt water, and I'll just do it again for fun.
Okay. There's a bunch of salt water just like sloshing around the deck. Interesting. It's peculiar.
Yeah, hopefully I can get some use out of it.
Yes. What is it? She goes up and like flicks it a bit. What is the material? It's very interesting.
Seems like it's stone and shells that have been compressed over probably hundreds of years by the pressures of the sea.
She like flicks one of the shells and it reverberates slightly. Makes a little like
You know what?
That would be my reaction as well.
If we get some tiny mallets, we could probably, call back to our classic song, Under the Sea.
Oh God.
The classic tune that this party is renowned for.
I haven't
Let's all
heard that
throw
one,
Alik overboard.
I have to say.
Chance, you weren't even there for that. Come on. That's all Cora. It's Cora's song, and it was wonderful.
Well, thank you. I've been working on some new ones for next time.
All right, what are we doing?
Well, and what time of day is it now?
Let's check.
Finding and staying in that bucket of water.
Hermasius has yet to return.
Dick. Just asking for salt water on a boat. Come on, man.
It is mid-morning, somewhere between
Oh.
noon and sunrise.
Well, I mean, unless other people have things they want to do, we should probably sit down with some maps and figure out the best place to head, where we could do some shopping, get some supplies, and then head to the tomb that Helm asked Alik to go to. Wherever we can
Well, we
head inland.
We head down
did find
underwater.
that interesting map in the captain's quarters.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone but Welgwen knows about that, actually.
Oh yeah. Good
Welgwen
I mean, I think
thing.
it
I
would
will
be
take that out and show that to the
worship
group.
Cora. They're crime partners. Like,
That's true.
Oh, great! You found it already. Good work.
Okay.
Well, this map, this map is just to this set of islands southwest of Lucidia, southwest of Lothuria. They're very far off the mainland, several hundred miles. seems to be a small archipelago, and you have a chart that very crudely outlines the archipelago, but just has basically the land masses, no key features like forests or structures of any kind on it. That's that strange map you found. There are charts just like of the coastline between Lotharia and the Concord, all the way up to Cape Hope. There's a little bit. There's like a chart around Karim in Tiberia, but a lot of the eastern coastline of the continent is sort of missing in the charts. And the charts extend as far north as Cragtooth Bay and don't really go much further north.
Well, has Helm given us any indication of where this tomb is?
I remember we said north, and we talked to someone who said it was near or somewhere in the vicinity of Mount Dolgorath. Is that correct?
Yes. It was somewhere around Advarthus and Mount Dolgorath.
Oh.
And do we know where, in relation to that on the map, the crew wanted to be dropped off at, or have us drop the ship off, or whatever our deal was that we made with them?
Put the map up on stream so that people can see. It's going to take a second here to fade in.
I need to load the stream as well.
That's a good idea. Hopefully it'll load.
Urla and
There we go.
Gamora want to go to Thaura. The crew wants to go to Gilmesh.
Yes, the crew wants to return the ship to Gilmish. Thamos Turner is happy to get off anywhere there's civilization.
Okay, so the archipelagos you're talking about is like south by the Lucidian Sea.
Yeah, southwest in the Lucidian Sea, exactly.
Well, I like random islands as much as the next seaman, but I feel like we should make haste to the tomb so that Ali can benefit from his artifact as well.
I mean, do we want to give a league that much power? I'm just saying.
That's a, decent question, I guess, but I feel like it's only fair.
I don't understand the point of this. Aren't we tracking the giants and trying to get rid of Lost's brother? I don't really see why we need to go all the way north just for this weird item for this smelly dwarf man.
Why do you think he's my brother?
Giants who were not at
I
full
thought
strength.
we knew it was your brother.
I mean,
He
he's
often...
I know what he says. Yeah, just because he says just because he calls me brother doesn't mean he's actually my brother. I mean, I could call Chance my brother. But that doesn't change anything.
Wait,
Really?
Oh,
I
wait,
thought
we
you were
talked about
brothers.
this.
You both have the tails.
No, Logan, we talked about this. They just look
Hey,
the
I'm
same,
not
but they're not
racist
related.
here.
Wait a second.
Maybe we should go to Thaura so we can participate in some kind of racial sensitivity training. It seems to be pretty
It's a
lacking in common decency.
Very
I don't
good
know.
idea.
Wasn't Thaura very
Yeah.
monocultural?
I was about to say that I don't
Well,
know if
maybe we
Thaura
could
is
go
the
back to
greatest place.
Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
Let's head to
Place for
Pobozero or whatever and talk to the
Pobozero.
vaguely Russians.
Pibozero.
The vaguely Russian werewolves. Have
Hey.
some sensitivity training from
Aren't
them.
they all dead?
No. We saved
Yes.
them mostly.
The horny werewolves.
Oh, the
That's
werewolves
not what I
are
remember.
dead.
Not everyone died. The horny girl was saved. Thankfully for all of us. And yeah, so you killed the Great Lycan. The couple, I think there were 2 people who were with the Great Lycan that you also killed prior to lifting the curse. So unfortunately they died. But anyone else who might have been infected in Pobozero was spared as a result.
I don't know about unfortunately, but yeah, they did.
Yeah,
die.
League probably doesn't care that much.
Well,
Evil
in any
werewolves,
case,
it's like whatever.
we could just go north and then let these people have their ship back and sail it back down.
They
We
wouldn't
could-
be able to.
Yeah,
be
they'd
stranded.
Do you
have to
think it would be
hire-
incredibly difficult for them to
We
sail the ship?
could find a crew at one of the coastal seas. Tell them about Cragtooth Bay. Tell them the Yumul and the Giants are coming if they haven't already. But there's also the possibility that the Yumul and the Giants made their way down from the north. And
That's what I was thinking. Like, we
It's-
could go to the nearest port city that's as far north as we can get, and then release them their ship. They can hire a crew or contact their headquarters to go back down, and we can head north.
would
I
that
don't
mean
know
going
if that's
to Lucidia maybe, or do we know anything
like
about
even
the
more north.
northern coast?
So this is where you are, right? This black pond.
Is that exactly where we are, or are
That
we,
is
like,
exactly
out
where
here?
you are. No.
Okay.
You're like on the edge of Cragtooth Bay. This is like Grey Shallow is roughly here. This is about like 200 to 300 miles.
Okay.
So we can't go back there.
Well, we
Yeah,
could.
you went back there
Yeah.
once.
Let's not.
Don't recommend it. So we could go south to Lucidia and drop the ship off and either charter another ship under better conditions or just travel north on foot through Thaura, or we could sail north and see if there's any port cities up there.
Nerida, don't you have like divine guidance or something that you can seek with magic?
I
forget
am
the name of
not
the spell.
sure. Oh, like
Gaze?
let's
No, it's not
see.
Gaze, right?
Let's
I feel like no, it's not Gaius. It's something.
I have
I think he's
commune.
referring to
Scrying?
your
I
fortune
have-
telling town.
I also have scrying, but
Was it
who are we?
divination?
You can
I thought we-
try.
I can have divination, but I do not have it right now. I have
Okay.
commune where I can speak to an agent of Umberlee and ask questions, 3 questions.
Okay.
They might be a little upset with you.
And get divination. Well,
They might be. That's true. Okay. Well, maybe I can do one with Helm because I could get that spell. So maybe tomorrow. That's
I
something.
mean,
we'll
you
do.
don't know. So you know that when you took the breastplate, you felt like a flux of power, of like magical energy that you could use to either reconnect with your deity or harness for yourself. And you chose to harness it for yourself. Since, I mean, that was, 10 minutes ago.
yeah.
So you're not really sure if Umberlee knows that that's what you did, or like, even if she does, how she might react to that.
Well, I have divination already prepared, and I did my bad thing a while ago, so we can see how Miliki feels about me.
You don't know that it's bad.
I feel like Miliki is probably more likely to hold a grudge than Umberlee, though, because Umberlee is just like, it's whatever. I'm the sea. I'm chaotic.
I don't know. That's part of why I was like, for me, because I'm not really sure about her necessarily.
Nice. Whereas I just made a mistake, but
Yeah.
Yeah, as a sidebar, I think Umberlee is chaotic evil, right? So she'd be like, "Good job."
She might be, or if sidebar, if anybody wants to know why I did it, they're not in my brain. But like, I was dead, and I'm not sure why a chaotic evil god wanted me back alive, and if at their whim I would cease being alive at any point.
Smart.
Makes sense. That's a good
little-
reason
and
to
my
do it for
only-
yourself.
And my only like visions and dreams and connections so far have been like a re-drowning at the beginning of every dream, so that makes me a little uncomfortable.
Also, one
But I
time
thought
you died in my dream. So
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Man, that's
like, but you didn't drown. You
It feels a
fell.
little ominous every time I get a message. I also get drowned in the beginning, so some ability to maybe magically not die when I'm no longer of use would be great.
So
I'm gonna try to talk to Umberlee again at some point, but that was my thought in the moment.
no, that makes sense. So what are we? What? I know we're debating on what we're gonna do. I mean, we can always talk to what's his face too.
Cyrus.
That's true.
He
We
might have
haven't
some
done it
thoughts
today,
about
have
how
we?
to make me not a fish person anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I think
If we feel
I-
like
I mean,
looking into that situation.
Nerida and I have the
I'm
ability
not-
to heal.
yeah, we
now.
have the ability
We're
to do
powerful
it.
enough.
Yeah.
Hermatius returns to
Probably.
the upper deck carrying a large basin. It's maybe like 4 feet in diameter. He sets it down. He's like, I found this. Looks like looks like someone was fermenting something in it.
Nope, they just rush and sit in it. Yep, put the water in.
All right.
Can I fill it with seawater?
Yeah, Nerida like pushes Chance out of the basin and stands in it with her arms out, and seawater just gushes out of her armor and fills the basin.
Yay!
That's weird, but oh god, thank.
Listen, there's
Chance
only
and
one
Welgwen?
situation
Yeah.
to do this, so I'm gonna take
Picture of
full
our boat.
advantage of it.
What's that, Cora?
And it's a new feature of our boat.
Oh yes, the Nerida fountain. Oh my god. You just like while you're at the helm, there's just water pouring out of you constantly.
Also, question: it said it like surrounds me. So
Yes.
does it like cover my whole body first and then flow away,
Yes.
or does it just pour out of the armor?
It covers your whole body effectively.
Okay.
I mean, you can like, for the sake of cool magic, we'll say you can have it like not screw up your hair and stuff, right? It just like douses you.
Well, I have pretty sweet dreads or something, so I'm pretty sure I'm always styling.
True. Yeah, so the basin is like pretty small. So you and Welgwen, like when you both get into it together, you're kind of pressed right up against each other. There's very little space. Like a lot of the water flows out over the top as you displace it, and you have to like splash your face to make sure that you're not.
You're hogging it. Give me. I
not
need
hogging it. I'm-
Just stop.
I'm
You're
pretty
smaller
small.
than me.
How
I
am I
need it.
hogging
I
it?
have more area. I need more water. Stop.
Hopefully we
Push.
can find another barrel, perhaps.
I looked over the entire main deck. Unfortunately, this was the only thing we had. There are barrels in the hold, with, goods. Don't wish to
Maybe
dump
we can
them.
get it, we'll just. This is temporary anyway, right? This is a. we're
Yeah.
gonna be soon, so.
That's Chance, like, groaning as he kicks Welgwen in the ribs. Alright, where are we going?
We could kind of sit here until we figure it out tomorrow. Because then we can ask the key guy. We can ask. We can commune with the servants of Helm, but maybe not Umberlee. And then we might be able to heal Maggie and Tim. Welgwen and Chance tomorrow.
Yeah, we can heal them tomorrow. If we get, what was it, like ivory or jade or something, we could do like legend lore and ask about this tomb. We can also ask Cyrus about the tomb. It's just a case of where we want to steer the ship. Do we want to just drop them off in the closest town, which would be Lucidia, I think? Or do we want to take them on a crazy ride up north with us.
The closest port city you know of is Lucidia, but no one really has knowledge of the western coast up here.
Okay.
So the biggest
could be
issue
port
with
towns.
going north is that maybe everything's destroyed. That's my thing.
Okay. I think we should just go to Lucidia, unless you guys want to do something else.
We might, if we try to go north then to Mount Dolgoroth, we might encounter all the giants and Imul, and if we go this way, we might be able to sail home. You know.
We didn't do a great job of defending people against the giants last time.
That's
Well,
true,
that was the Syndicate's fault, wasn't it?
Nope, he's right.
I think it would have. I mean,
60-40.
yeah, that was their fault.
I assume Kimura is like working rigging, and Erla is, I don't know, somewhere else, and you're not having this conversation in earshot of her.
I mean, you know, I'm not particularly caring about where Erla is.
All right, let's see.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Okay, no, she's not around.
Good.
That's for the best. He doesn't care.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure. Whatever. I'm not going to argue with you about this anymore. Yeah. If that's the direction. I don't know. Are you suggesting, Alik, that we would sail all the way around?
No, just sail to the north and find a port somewhere on the eastern side of Tuatha. Like, you know, here-ish, if you're looking on the map.
So that would be the west
Do you
side.
show the map
Yeah,
on
that's
the
what I
Twitch?
said, west
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, that's what I was originally suggesting, I believe. Was like we just sail as far north as we can, and then get off the ship and let them take the ship back.
I think that gets us more in the right direction towards getting Alik's thing, whatever we do it.
Alright.
You guys have to explain this to Kimura though, because like she was real adamant about trying to get back, and
I know, but she can sail with the crew back if she cares. We're on a mission.
also, I'm pretty sure I made some promises that we now are not keeping. So just that's
Oh wait,
fun.
what?
What
What
promises
was
did
that?
you make, Chance?
I'm pretty sure I told her that we would go back to Thaura after all this, but you know.
Well, this is part of all this.
Yeah. So we're not done yet. See, loophole. Come on, you're the one who's supposed to be all.
No, that
shifty.
was 100% always part of all this. We were on a quest to get artifacts.
Yeah, no, Alik is. God, why is Alik right today? We need to figure out this stuff. I don't like any of this.
Yeah.
Your
Well,
head's just not in the game because you're a fish person.
Yeah.
Once you're not a
Go
fish person
over.
anymore.
put it to that. So I think heading north is the right idea, but our most urgent thing we need to do is figure out how to fix Welgwen and Chance.
Yes,
we
I
can
agree.
do that after we sleep tomorrow morning. There's no real worry about that.
Blue doesn't look good on us. It's not a very fun color to have to dress for.
Also,
I
no
mean, I like getting
promises
everything.
because I still have difficulty with my my casting.
That's
So-
true.
At least one of you will. I guess it's whoever's higher on the list tomorrow.
You know what? You are not only a very handsome dwarf, but I know you are the best servant of Helm in the game. And I gotta say,
That's
I
right.
respect you a lot for that.
It's not even fair because
You know,
he's already racist. So
I- I know you could just be saying this to win my favor, but I know you'd never lie, so I really appreciate
You
you
know
saying
me.
that.
You know me. As honest
Yeah.
as they come.
Honest Welgwen, that's what they call you.
That is what they call me.
Welgwen Honesty Woodbarrel. That's her middle name. All right. What's the plan? Are we sitting here for a day?
We're going to Lucidia, right? That's what
No,
we're
we're gonna sail. No, we're sailing north.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I
don't
will.
know.
Leek has like the exact wrong idea.
I mean,
Let's
let's take a vote. Who wants to go north? Who wants to go south? Who wants to sit still?
Still votes don't count.
Still for tomorrow. Till tomorrow.
Alik is having enough trouble determining which direction is which, east from west. Maybe he's actually from the south. Our dwarves from the south.
We don't have east and west in the mines. We have this way and that way. You know, you just know. I don't know if that's.
Do I know if Lucidia is like a town that would have places we could buy spell supplies and like diamonds and sell plate armor and all that stuff?
Roll history with advantage because this is a port town and you're a sailor. I'll roll it.
Can you roll for me, please?
Hey, you're
good job.
real good at knowing things. Yeah, you know Lucidia is a very prominent port town within Lothuria. It's actually the biggest port town within Lothuria. It is not the size of Thaura, but maybe a third to half the size of Thaura, and it's equally as respected.
Does it have a Temple of Helm?
Are you asking Nerida out loud?
I don't know how I possibly could, because she just thought about this place.
She just thought about
I don't think
it.
she asked the world.
Okay, how about this? Hey guys, so Lucidia is a place we could definitely stock up on supplies, sleep in a proper bed, get some more diamonds just to be safe.
Oh, great.
And
Does it have a
would you
Temple of
guys-
Helm?
Does I know if it has a Temple of Helm?
It does have a Temple of Helm.
It does have a Temple of Helm.
Fantastic. Now that I'm strong enough, I have the ability to set up a portal thing that we can teleport to back to. So we can maybe do that if we need to.
Oh,
But only at a
be
place
really-
strongly linked to my deity, such as a temple or something. Nerida
that
could
might
probably
be
do it on the ocean.
Could I?
How many of those can you have at once?
Yeah, it's like, damn, dude.
Because if we're just gonna sail north and then let them take our ship, and there's no known port cities mapped up there, coming back home might be a headache. So if we can teleport back to a town, that might be
That's
pretty
what I'm
useful.
thinking. Also, we could probably just go to Thaura on the way if we're planning to walk, and then we could set it up there. Because
I mean, I can also charter another ship from the port town.
that's true.
That's true.
Maybe not all hostile people.
Also,
Sounded
Nerida,
like they were in there.
Nerida, since your deity is all about the water, you know, would you be able to set up a word of recall to anywhere on the water, since that is a place strongly linked to your deity?
I don't know.
I think it has to be stronger than literally the water. Like, it can't just be like the entire ocean, right? That's not, the entire ocean is not strongly linked to Umberlee.
I mean,
it's
could
specifically
I
like
set up
places
right
like the
here?
temple or the Valley of the Nascent Tempest. Yeah. So you
How about
think
anywhere where
like,
people are protected? Can I put one there?
yeah, exactly. Everywhere there are people who need help, Helm can have a portal. No.
Fun? What does it involve to do?
You just cast it. Like as
What is-
I think you have
what
to
is this
cast
spell?
it. Yeah, you just cast it and you create a thing, and then anytime you cast it again, you go back there.
What is this spell?
Word of recall.
Let me find it.
You and up to 5 creatures, I think. So basically the party.
That's exactly the party. Yep.
Exactly the party. Sorry, Erla. Sorry, the other lady whose name I forget.
Kimura.
Kimura.
Oh, we should. Okay, well then maybe we should go to Lucidia, so we're not just abandoning them in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we should go to Lucidia. I
And all
don't know that
these
north is
people.
good.
Wait, why would you be abandoning them?
Because if we go up
can't
north, and
teleport them home.
yeah.
If we go up north and there's
True.
no known cities up there, we're just getting dropped off. Where
or no
there's
ports large enough where they could find a crew.
Yeah,
And they're just stuck. Like,
they're just stuck there. And if we can't be like, hey, come on our adventure and help us, and then we'll all teleport home, like, that's pretty shitty too.
yeah.
So only our party can teleport.
Yeah. Also, I kind of like that Dro, even though he might have been trying to kill me earlier.
Yeah, that's weird. You have like a man crush on him. What's that about?
Hey, sometimes I can enjoy people. I don't know what it's about. I just, you gotta bond with some people. Jesus, Malik, don't you have a heart?
I think we've established he doesn't.
Do dwarves have a heart? I
God.
never were big on anatomy. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not really certain how many I have, but it feels like one, so... That's my anatomy discussion for today.
Anatomy by chance. Okay.
Feels like I have one heart.
Okay, well, I vote to go back to Lucidia then.
I second. Any
Are you
other
going
votes?
to set sail today, or are you going to wait?
Sounds good to me.
Set sail today.
Yeah, let's sell till today.
Worst case,
All
we
right.
lose a day.
I mean, I kind of have to sit in this bucket of water. Also,
Yeah.
Roland, stop kicking. God.
I'm not kicking.
It's sneaky.
I can start kicking if you want. You're not gonna like it.
Okay.
But we're not going to be very helpful for the ship stuff.
Yeah.
So you raise anchor, unfurl the sails, and make way. It's including this conversation. It's approaching noon by the time you get underway. It takes some time to get the sails down and the anchor up. But you are underway, headed towards Lucidia. Who I assume Nerida is captaining?
Yeah.
And who's on deck?
Yeah.
Working stuff / looking out. I assume Cora is always looking out.
I mean, I'm definitely working since we're technically down 2 people with Welgwen and Chance not being able to get out of the tub.
Me and Nerida are swapping piloting. So, whatever I do in the meantime. Rigging, I don't know. Knots and stuff.
Okay. Let's have Cora and Lost roll 2d12 as you travel. And let's roll for traveling as well.
Maybe, I don't know.
5, 9, 2, 9. Okay. So, in the first 3 hours of travel, let's see. After about 1 hour, Cora, you spot something up ahead. It's rather far away. As you glass into it, it bobs up and down in the surf, and it's fairly small, like about the size of a person, but it seems to be... you don't think it's like a body. It's not body shaped. It looks like some bits of wood or something.
I see something. It's small and I'm not quite sure. Wooden, maybe? It doesn't look like it's living, but I don't know.
Is it another dolphin?
No, I know what dolphins are now. I'm pretty sure it's not one of those.
I guess I'll run over and... how far away is this again? Well, whatever. I can run over and look in the direction.
Yeah, so it's off the bow, basically straight ahead. and it's rapidly approaching. You're getting close to it pretty quickly. As you approach, it doesn't seem to be moving under its own propulsion or anything like that as far as you can tell, Cora, although it's a little hard because you don't have a whole lot of reference out here. Though there are some crags off the port. It looks like a barrel bobbing up and down. It is nearly entirely immersed in the water. Only maybe 10% of it or so pokes out. And as it bobs, it's sort of like, you can only tell it's a barrel because as it bobs up in the wave, it briefly emerges and then falls back down, seemingly buoyed by a small portion of its volume.
Hey, Nerida, you have some magic powers now, right? You can do cool water stuff. Can you get me that barrel? I want the barrel.
Can I use control water to get it out?
I think so.
I mean, if control water works, I can do it. Since you're piloting.
Let's just
One of our
quickly...
jellyfish can use telekinesis.
Well, that's what I was about to do, is shout at Chance and say, hey, I know you're all...
Yeah.
Come telekinesis this thing.
Sit in it when you're done. Or Welgwen can. She's smaller.
Honestly, if this is a second barrel, this is a real gift from, I guess, Umberlee. I was going to say the ocean gods, but that's just Umberlee. So.
Fine.
Yeah, you can make it rise 20 feet. Oh my god, a cube that's 100 feet on a side? This spell is insane. Oh, it's 4th level, that's why.
It doesn't do any damage either, does it, if you drop it on people?
The whirlpool can do damage, I believe.
Right, but just dropping a
huge amount of
5
water.
cubic tons of water on someone doesn't do anything.
Well, if since Chance is all interned, or well, whatever shit. Anyways, I can't speak. Yes, I will use control water to get at that barrel.
Hermatius is walking up with a rope, and Lost is like, oh. Let's roll. No, actually, you feel that the disruption between you and Miliki has abated such that you can actually cast spells with relative ease and consistency now. So yeah, you lift the water around the barrel. Are you lifting the full 100-foot cube, 20 feet in the air?
No. I mean, I'll try to, even though I could, I'll try to...
Oh wait, you actually create a 20-foot tall wave that travels from one side of the area to the other. So you can wave it up on deck, but you'll be hit by a 20-foot wave. You would know this, so I'll allow you to take back this spell, but...
I mean, yeah, that was why I was initially not thinking control water was the right way to do this.
Hermatius is standing there with a rope with little grappling hooks on it. We can use this. And then Jamuheb walks up with a fishing net. What are you doing?
Let's use that. Let's use that, guys. That seems a little bit more. I was gonna use magic, but
All right, who's doing it? Are you doing it, Lost, or are you gonna let someone else?
I can try to rope this barrel.
All right, roll Dex to try to throw the fishing net over the barrel.
Just a flat 13.
Flat 13. Okay, so the net splashes down in the water nearby the barrel and behind it. If you pull quickly, you might be able to catch the barrel in it. Roll athletics.
Can I help? Am I close enough to help?
Sure.
That's a 12.
I'm gonna help. Don't worry, I'm strong and athletic. Oh,
Elike is I'm strong and athletic, and
that's
gives
still a 9.
Quick tug on the rope and slips and hits his back against the deck. Lost is just pulling the slack rope. You're pulling, and it's sort of pulling at the same speed as the barrel is approaching, and you don't really manage to get it. The barrel is now moving towards, let's see, would it be starboard or port? Not that it matters that much. Towards the starboard side, and it's probably like here. You probably want to come out, down off the forecastle to go get it and make another attempt. Yeah, it's not even 20 foot on his side. It's
a cube of water, right?
Yeah, it's 100 feet on his side, so it's
Fucking kidding me?
10,000. No, it's 100,000.
So that's why I decided not to do it. I was also thinking I was just gonna make Chance get out of the tub and take care of it.
Oh, it's a
which at this point in time he might have to do. He might still have to do.
Anyway, you can come down off the forecastle. You can come down off the forecastle and try again.
I want to assist or do it with my dex roll.
Oh, you'll have to get down from the crow's nest. Yeah.
That's the sound of me struggling to get this damn barrel on board. I will try again while I wait for Cora to get down.
Alright, Cora, you can spend this attempt coming down off the crow's nest, unless you want to leap down dramatically and dangerously.
Yes. That
Okay.
sounds exactly like
Yes. Okay, it does. Roll acrobatics or athletics to try to like slide down.
That is fine. I did it. Athletics is +5? +1? Is it strength?
It's
or is
either
it,
athletics or acrobatics. Athletics would be strength, acrobatics would be dex, which is, I assume, what you want. And if you're proficient in
my
acrobatics,
acrobatics
it would be
is
+9.
+6, I think.
Okay, so you're not proficient in acrobatics.
No.
Wait, why is it +6 then? It should be +5. Your dex bonus is +5, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
so it's just +5.
Just +5, but yeah, that's a 20. Yeah, so Cora, you leap over the edge of the crow's nest and like grab the rigging as you're diving down and sail down to the bottom. And you can sort of come over, and you can't assist in the initial throw, but you can assist in the... Well, I'll let you assist in the initial throw. That was pretty cool.
I really would like that barrel, and you're kind of blotching this, so do you mind if I have a try?
That's
Yeah,
you,
go
Lost.
I mean, yeah, go for it. You wanted the barrel, I mean, so.
Ooh, that is super cocked, but TTS says it's a 17.
Yay.
+5 again?
Yeah.
For Dex? Yeah, so you throw the net directly on top of the barrel and it loops around it. Now you just need to reel it back in. Who's doing the reeling?
I've gotten it. Here you go. Go ahead and do the rest of it.
Cora roars with bestial vigor. Okay. I guess I will help reel it in.
Help. Okay. So I guess we're doing it with the strength check.
Yeah. Who's doing it? Cora and
Lost.
Lost. Are you proficient in athletics?
I am.
Okay. What did you get?
That's a 17.
Athletics is fun.
Okay. What'd you get, Cora?
5. What was it? It was a 5, so it
You
was,
rolled a 9.
It was a 9. 14.
Okay. With a 17 and a 14, you managed to pull the barrel out of the water. It's very, very heavy. It's going to take some more doing to get it up onto the deck. Roll again.
17 again.
17, the same thing. Lucky 13s.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
There we go. So it takes some effort, but you manage to reel it up on deck and slam it down. You have this enormous barrel. It is totally unmarked. There seems to be, when you like set it down, you feel like there's something sloshing around inside of it.
I hope it's diamonds.
Please be liquor. Please be liquor. Please be liquor.
Washing. It's a liquid of some sort. Oh, Jomoheb, would you kindly
Whiskey.
crowbar or something?
Yes, one
I've
moment.
got my hammer. Do you want to just...
She runs below deck. Yeah, your hammer
I've
has
got
like
crowbar.
a claw on the back. You could use a crowbar too.
I don't know if my hammer has a claw. I just meant smash it.
Oh,
No.
Yes, it's my barrel, and
Ju-
I would prefer to leave it intact. Thank you.
So, okay, no sophomore giggles here. Does it have a bunghole?
no?
You got it.
Can't tell me
Gotta
not to
laugh
giggle
before
and
you
then
get
do that.
Working aside.
Is that a real thing? It is.
Yes,
Yeah, it's a
it
real
1000% is a real thing.
All right. You know what?
Because we're gonna say it a bunch of times.
It does.
Because I'll say that Lost is a big enough alcoholic that he knows all about barrels.
Yes.
All about buttholes.
Okay, so it does not have a spig, and it is not tapped, but it does have a bunghole which is plugged.
Nice. Okay. Well,
Does it look like water has leaked in the cork?
Roll
usually,
investigation.
Mad at this. But I'm gonna do
It's not made of tin, so this could be rough for you.
That is a 4.
Oh.
probably.
The barrel's real wet. It's full of
That's
water.
Oh no, that's a 6.
wow, I did even worse apparently.
This barrel is wet. It could be full of
barrel
anything.
came from the ocean. I bet it's full of water.
Let's see.
You don't need
Jumbo
a barrel
Head
of
comes
water. Should we push it
comes
back overboard?
back up top. She has
Oh,
like a little chisel and a hammer. Shall we crack it?
Well, yeah, no, we don't actually. There's no cracking. If you strike it a few times firmly near the bunghole, hopefully the cork will pop.
Oh,
That's
should
also
we
real. Everybody.
should we roll it on its side then?
Yes.
Okay.
Cask master.
With a little bit of effort, you and Alik roll it on its side. As the ship moves, though, it's sort of swaying, and it's very difficult to hold it so that the bunghole is at the top.
I'm gonna make it even worse in a second here, but okay. Hey, all these bottles behind me aren't just props.
Okay. It's kind of steady. You wanna... Jama hands you the hammer, or it like looks to you with the hammer in hand. It's just like, shall I hit it?
Yeah, just firmly. You're not looking to crack anything. You just want to, with enough pressure, theoretically, the cork will pop.
She
Firmly hammer
gives
that
it
bunghole.
a couple little slaps, and you hear the cork pops out. She raises it, like carefully looks inside. That's pleasant.
I'd like to nose the bunghole.
Makes you happy with the
Stop.
Fucking clip it.
Now I'm just feeding into it. I apologize, everybody.
All right.
Seriously, what does it smell like?
It definitely smells a bit fruity. It doesn't smell very alcoholic, but it definitely smells like wine. You would guess, since you're an alcoholic, that this is a very high grade wine. It would be very expensive.
Wait, can I taste the wine and see if I recognize where it's from?
You're in a bathtub.
Is that wine? Bring me some wine.
I'm sorry, is it illegal to drink wine in a bathtub?
There's wine.
Well, no, she just can't get up to taste the wine. We have to.
You
figure
can
out-
actually
Bring me the wine.
You can actually get out of the water and be like okay while uncomfortable for several minutes, but after several minutes, you start burning and feel that it will start doing real tissue damage to you. You've realized. You have to like splash yourself every 5 minutes or so.
If anybody has something to bring me a glass of wine with, that would be great. But if there's not one, I suppose I can scamper across the deck and go sniff the wine.
No, I mean, I'm happy to bring you some wine. We just have to figure out how to get some wine out of this.
Hermatius comes aboard, comes up to the top deck with several flagons. I heard we may need these.
Great.
Hey.
See, this is why Hermatius is the coolest crew member. Right,
So
everybody?
I guess we could try to slosh some wine out of the bunghole of this barrel into those flagons.
Even Jamailo comes up behind him with with one flagon just for himself, seemingly. All right.
That's cool.
Are you trying to pour out of the bunghole? Like tilt the barrel?
Yeah, I mean, I also, because I'm an alcoholic, I know the proper way of doing this, but I don't think it's gonna be easy on the deck of a ship. So, yeah, let's just go for it and see if we can dump some wine into these flagons.
All right. You've been
About
very
that bunghole.
fortunate so far, and the surf has been really calm. But as you go to tip it, you hit a bit of a wave. Roll athletics. Lost and Alik, to see if you can keep the barrel from
17 again.
rolling out of control.
Freaking
Nothing but 13s.
Oh
Oh no. As you hit the wave and the boat rocks, 8. Oh no. Alik lets go. You stumble a bit. You don't have your sea legs clearly. You're used to solid stone. Cora, you're nearby. You have a chance to catch the barrel. Roll just dexterity. All right, you manage it. You catch it and only spill a tiny bit of wine out on the deck.
Boys, please be careful. I don't want to waste all of it now that I've worked so hard on fishing it out.
Oh no. Okay, everything's fine. Don't worry.
There, Cora. It was Alik who was losing it. This thing is precious to me.
You managed to fill. All 7 flagons that people have brought. Yeah, Jamuheb is like asking for help for people holding it. Like Hermatius is holding 3 as best he can. She's holding 2. Jamilo's holding 1. Cora's got 1. Are you gonna stand the cask up or attempt to replug it?
Yeah, we'll replug it.
Okay, plug the bunghole.
Yeah.
Who's plugging it? I guess.
I will. So.
All right. Who's holding the cask then?
Not me.
Lost delicately plugs the bunghole.
Alik, you're not gonna hold it?
No, I'll try. I mean,
Okay.
I can't mess up a third time, right?
Alik and Cora?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. Lost roll dexterity, and Alik and Cora roll athletics.
See, it's gonna be real bad. Yeah.
Oh
yes.
boy.
That's an 11.
Yeah.
I'm saving all your.
So Cora has everything. Unfortunately, that's a flat 5 for me.
Okay. As you go to plug the bunghole, the ship is hit by a larger wave and rocks significantly. Alik is struggling to hold on to the cask. Cora is just sitting there solid. Apparently has utterly found her sea legs and feels completely connected to the ship. She's holding it as best she can, making up for Alik. But the bunghole like shifts and you have difficulty putting it back in. Putting the plug back in.
What?
The plug.
The bunghole plug.
The bunghole plug.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't know we were trying to plug. I just wanted to make sure we were.
But eventually you do manage, spilling only a tiny bit more wine. You now have several flagons of a really fine wine.
Rock and roll.
And you stand the cask back up so that it doesn't just roll around on deck and no one has to hold it.
Welgwen, what kind of wood is this barrel made out of?
She's not certain.
Should change her name then. Should be Welgwen Should Barrel.
Malik, do they have comedy clubs in the north?
What's a club?
That's what I
He
thought.
would know what a club is, but he wouldn't think it would be like a... Anyway.
Is that where it's funny when you hit someone? Like with a club?
You know, surprisingly, I had seen
comedic
an act
club.
like that.
Club that says haha on it. Just...
Okay, anyways, and this is you not even having drank any of the wine. So I'm going to bring some wine to Welgwen. As
That's
promised.
fine.
Welgwen, this wine tastes rather familiar.
Does it taste like wood barrel?
It tastes like
Estates
Wood Barrel
wine?
Estates wine.
Can
It
I
is-
tell what vintage it is?
Roll intelligence.
Okay, will you roll
With
that?
advantage? Assuming that she grew
Vintage.
up around the wine?
The
Family's vineyards.
Yeah.
14?
Yeah.
It's a little tough, and the barrel is strangely unmarked. Perhaps any markings were worn. But you believe it's between 30 and 40 years old.
Guys, this is from my family's vineyards. This is like kind of old wine.
Oh, come on. Like, what are the chances that your family's wine ends up in the middle of the ocean where we are?
I mean, it seems
Us.
potentially intentional, but it's definitely, I mean, I grew up on that vineyard. I know what the wine tastes like, and this is wood barrel wine.
Wow, your parents were really loose about rules.
And
Absolutely no idea.
on that note, I'm going to drink some of this wine.
It tastes fantastic. It's some of the best wine you've ever had. It's light and fruity, but has like a rich texture and hints of smoked nuts.
This is much like the juice we give to children in the dwarf holds.
Honestly, that explains a lot about you.
Hey, whoa, now we can't make fun of him now, because it's like, you know,
Damn it.
yeah, he had a condition, you guys, but... we'll let it slide. We can still make fun of him.
All right. Nothing else interesting happens for the next 2 hours. You bring the cask below deck, put it in a relatively secure location. Someone manages
Give
to
Zibrick some. She'll be
someone
right.
manages to find a spigot and taps it properly. And yeah, you can give Zibrick some. She's like, tastes like home.
Can we
So
sell?
I'm going to go talk to, I want to talk to, so I'm going to back on deck talking to Welgwen. Well, so have you guys ever made like brandy out of this? I mean, I feel like this is so good, it probably would be even better if we ran it through a still.
You know, my dad did do some of that. Honestly, by the time I lost the vineyard, I was kind of young. So I don't remember all of it, but I think he did. I think he had at least experimented with brandy. I don't think I ever got to taste it, but
Is that why
you're
your mother
welcome
left
to try.
him? Because he
Um,
experimented with brandy?
Well, actually, she died. But you know,
Holy,
No,
don't
funny
you feel
anymore.
socially awkward? Take that, you know that one. You at least have that much social guilt, you get it.
Suddenly my mouth tastes like stinky cheese boot.
Wonder if these sailors have a still hidden away on this ship somewhere.
Nope. You think you might be able to craft one, but stills are like somewhat volatile, especially when homemade. you're not convinced wouldn't cause serious problems, and you know you need a fire running. There's only one place on the ship where you're allowed to have like an open fire.
Well, I am an open fire, but fair enough.
We have plenty of salt water.
And for all the years that I was living in the forest by myself, I mean, I'm an alcoholic. Come on, there's no way I wasn't moonshining.
That's a fair point. You should have advantage in moonshining.
Yeah.
Roll to moonshine with advantage.
That's my skill set.
Wouldn't you be better at like prison wines, or just like I had a whole bag full of fruit that I left underground for a week, and I came back to it.
I made a better wine than this in my turlet was.
Fermentation is the first step to making a beautiful distilled spirit. Come on.
All right, so.
Well, listen, you
All
got
about that
this.
life.
You helped get this up out of the water, although, Cora did a lot of it. But if you want to use some of this to turn it into brandy, once we're in a place with a still, go crazy. You deserve it,
Sounds good. I might take you up on that.
Start heading back a bit closer to the coast, and it's a bit rocky, but Captain Nerida is doing a great job steering the ship and ordering everybody around. But towards the end of the first 4 hours of travel, Cora, you notice there seems to be a ship following you, and it looks familiar.
Oh, God damn it.
Is it the orcs?
It has red sails with the gold emblem of the Blood Shard Orcs.
I said we should have killed him before. I said that.
Unfortunately, with the sort of minimal crew that you have, your ship is not going its full speed, and you believe they'll probably catch you relatively soon, within the next couple of hours.
Let them come.
At first, you just see one ship, but then there are two, and then there are three.
Ships are very flammable, right? Lost. Do you think you can set those on fire from a distance?
And then there's a fourth. They seem to be about a mile away at this point, but they're gaining on you.
Lost. Do you know how that storm giant threw lightning? Can you do that? I mean, Chance.
Can I throw fire?
Chance, can you throw lightning? And yeah, Lost, can you throw fire? And can anybody else throw fire?
I
think we're gonna need
I can throw fire.
a lot of fire.
And I can do some lightning. That's the same as Nerida can.
Nerida can do a lightning storm, and then we can shoot their sails, and then we can get away.
So the lightning storm is like
Actually,
a 60-foot diameter or something, or 60-foot radius, and it's centered directly, 120-foot radius, centered directly over the caster.
So we would move out of it in
You would have.
3 rounds, probably.
I think it stays over you, but maybe I'm wrong. And also, if Nerida is not under it, she loses control of it.
Centered on a point, and it's a range of 120 feet. So I assume once we move out of it, then it's.
The range in the descriptor and the description of the spell do not match, which is fun.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I think the range is the distance that they call lightning bolt can go, and
Yeah, exactly.
100 feet is how far you can cast it.
Yes,
But-
that's correct.
Is the range on call lightning from the storm or from you? Or is that the range you have to be close to the storm?
So I don't know, when
very
you cast
not
a spell,
specific.
choose a point, a bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud to that point. Flashes down from the cloud to that point. Each creature within 5 feet, blah, blah, blah.
So you could cast it like over us and then hit them repeatedly as they go through it. Maybe.
Cylinder is 10 feet tall, 60-foot radius. Centered on a point you can see 100 feet above you. And then range 120 feet. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how this works. I'm going to say the cloud does not move with you. And if you move outside of 120 feet of it, you lose control of it, basically.
That makes sense. Okay.
If I cast it again, can it count as like a first storm that's not mine, and then I get another D10?
No, it will dissipate once you stop focusing on it.
Okay.
Since we're on a ship, can I make pitch arrows?
I don't know where you expect to find pitch.
They have pitch. I'll love to help.
Didn't we?
Ships usually have pitch, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do we use to seal up the damage to the hull?
Yeah, you did use a lot of it. Let's see if there's enough left. There is. You think it'll take you some time, and you can't be up on the crow's nest while you're doing it. But you can certainly attempt to make pitch arrows, yeah.
How far apart are those ships? Like, is there a way to tell? Like, are they in a really tight formation?
They're in a fairly tight formation.
And so, like,
Cora, if you
one
want to
end of
try
the
to
fleet
see,
the other, about how many feet would you say that is?
Cora can roll a perception to see if she can tell.
Cora, how far away are the ships? Cora, roll perception.
Yeah.
I'll roll it. What's your perception mod?
Look at my character sheet. Sorry, food things need to happen, otherwise the girlfriend's gonna be upset.
Understandable.
Plus 10. I am the most perceptive.
Okay, you can see real good. You would guess that from... Or you're talking broad-wise, right? Like...
Yeah, like center of one ship to the center of the other, we'll say.
The ships are within 200 feet of each other. And they're significantly smaller than yours. Your ship is about 100-footer. These, you would guess, are somewhere around 40 to 60 feet.
Okay.
About half size.
Lost. You can cast control water more, right? You have more.
I didn't.
He didn't
earlier,
cast
so
it
yes, I
before.
absolutely can.
What, Nerida can do it too?
And Nerida can do it as well.
Okay. You can use control water to make a 100-foot long tunnel. You know that because you can cast control water, not tunnel, part water, 100 feet long and, I don't know, pretty wide.
This water is too deep to part the water. Yes. That would create a trench.
That's what it says.
Yes, but the trench means there's like a solid bottom. The separated water forms a wall to either side.
There's no height given. It just says 100 feet long. Oh, it's a cube 100 feet on the side.
So the first thing, if you look...
Damn it. Never mind.
Yeah.
You could make some vortexes.
You also have cannons aboard.
Do we?
Yes, you have 7 cannons on either side on the main deck.
No, we have no aft
Hence
cannon.
the cannon holes.
Well,
no, there are no aft cannons.
There's Craigs. There are Craigs around. Supposedly, we're still near enough to the shore that we're not like that far out of the shallows. If you want to do your lake.
Sailing through the shallows is extremely dangerous in your ship. You could do it, but there's a high chance, Nerida would know, there's a high chance that you'll hit rocks with the hull and cause severe hull damage.
What if I cast freedom of movement on the ship?
You can't. It's
fly?
not a creature.
Anyways, whether
What
or
if
not
we talk to it like a creature?
Whether, I'll cast Awaken on the water and ask it to help us.
Awaken, Mr. Crackish.
So we're talking about this part water not working, but I'm pretty sure hitting them with a 100-foot wide, 20-foot tall wave is still going to do a fair amount, and we can do that at least twice.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, if you
Also,
look at it, it says any huge or smaller vehicles in the wave's path are carried with it to the other side and have a 25% chance of capsizing.
At the same time, from either side, so they run into each other.
It's certainly possible.
They have to be on either side of the ships.
What's the range of this? 300 feet.
300 feet.
Pretty close. So, let's see what you know about your ship. Or you could ask the crew what they know about the ship and its armaments.
Too easy. No way.
You're the one who's all like buddy with the crew, Chance.
Yeah, and I still can't really fully leave this tub of fun water again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
know.
hope that we don't get into a fight.
I mean, theoretically, Cora noticed all this stuff happening, and I mean, like, we're all strategizing, and we don't even know if she's actually shared, but she's seeing things.
Yeah, she yelled about ships,
Okay,
and she told Alec how far apart they are.
cool. Well, anyway, so yeah, let's ask the crew about the offensive capabilities of our vessel.
Okay. So Jamaheb explains to you that there are 14 6-pound cannons on the main deck. Each cannon requires 2 people to operate successfully. You can do it with one person, but it'll take twice as long and is a little bit more prone to failure. Each gun has a range. Their normal range, which is the range they fire without disadvantage, is 200 feet, and the extended range is 800 feet, which you can roll at with advantage. It's very, very far. They do pretty damn good damage. They're very powerful. It's like,
Well,
if we need to just shatter some orcish ships, they're not very well made. We're not in the best fighting shape, obviously, severely undercrewed. We could see if Thurman is up to the task. Among others.
Dave?
Famous, whatever his name is.
Famous, yes. Anyways, well, at the very least, I mean, we should probably start to prep the cannons and load what we can. Because I'm hoping that...
I think Wes and I should try to capsize a ship each at the start of when they're close enough.
Yeah,
I've got an idea about that too. That should work, but they'll need to be much closer.
All right. So,
we
you...
can smash them into each other.
Nerida is maneuvering through the rocks here in Cragtooth Bay. And within the next 2 hours, the orc warships are upon you. And we'll take a look at that when we...
Sorry.
We'll take a look at that when we come back from break. 10-minute break. We'll be back in 10 minutes. And we're back. So, when we left for break, the ships of the Bloodshard Orcs were upon you as the Storm Chaser raced southward towards Lucidia. Through the crags of Cragtooth Bay. Let's take a look at what we're looking at. So here's the situation.
That during the time that they were gaining on us, I would have had someone go get my bow for me. If it's not on me already.
Yeah.
I was working on pitch arrows.
So, Cora, roll intelligence to make your pitch arrows.
No. That I do not want to do. Don't
Too
make
bad.
me roll intelligence.
Too fucking bad.
Archer. Good at the archer thing. 7 flat, I think.
All right, you managed to make 4 pitch arrows in this time.
Yep.
They're of decent quality, though. They're fine.
Okay.
So, I mean, it seems a little silly to roll initiative here. I think what we'll do is we'll have the Storm Chaser go, and then we'll have the Orc ships go. So, on the Storm Chaser's turn, and we'll say you've preloaded all your cannons as well. Actually, we should... No, we can't just say that. Who's loading the cannons?
That's so cute.
Lost is.
Lost? Who else?
Get out of the water to help.
Okay. So, you go to learn about loading cannons. Hermatius seems to know a little bit about it. Jamailo knows a lot about it. And Jamaheb knows a little bit. So they're sort of instructing you. Let's see how well they do instructing you.
Super well.
Okay, Hermatius is a terrible instructor, and he barely knows what he's doing. He's incredibly ineffective. Jamilo and Jamaheb are decent enough. They are well versed in the operation of these cannons, having been on the ship for years, and having had to use them several times in the past. And having been on other ships as well that have similar cannons. Who is going to be working them? It's Lost and Chance, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And who
Fire
else?
boys.
Well, when you want to get out of the water?
Yeah, I guess I should.
You well, in case you two are injured still.
I am injured still, actually.
Yeah.
Want to handle some healing?
I don't feel great.
Would any of that time have counted as a short rest that we were like talking?
Yeah, I
hanging
was
out?
actually just going to say that. Probably Chance and Welgwen have taken a short rest since they're not operating the ship.
Yeah, because they were sitting in that tub.
Ooh, I'm gonna roll some hit die and see
Go
what
for it.
happens.
But none of the rest of us did.
Correct. You're all working the ship in one way or another, like
Okay.
managing rigging.
Did we get healed at all from the delicious wine?
No.
14. Let's get more of those. Ugh, good. 23 plus.
Hayden, did we get healed from the delicious wine?
No.
at all? Oh, man.
Yeah, I figured him ignoring you was.
Oh, I said
answer
no.
up.
It must just not have been loud enough.
I just figured it was worth a shot, you know?
Well,
Zibrix's-
family vineyard wine is so good that we're all. We just all think that we got healed for a certain amount, even though we didn't really.
We have like the opposite of inspiration, which is
Yeah,
where you
plus-
can try to
plus-
re-roll.
Plus
but you
one
use-
to Constitution.
Yeah, it's like you use inspiration and it gives you disadvantage.
At this point, too, the effects of the tea have worn off, so you no longer get advantage
No.
on an ability check of your choice. What do you think? Do you guys still need healing, or are we good?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
Anybody else aside from Welgwen and Chance need healing?
Lost would always appreciate healing.
Yeah, but do you need healing?
Yeah, I'm in roughish shape. I'm
Do you have
probably
a
not.
lot of spell slots that you can heal yourself? Because I don't have a ton, and
Okay,
I'm bad at
fine.
casting.
I see how it is.
That was such a like. Do you want a glass of water? Yeah, I do. Okay, good. Get me one too.
There's the sink.
Sure, I will
That's
cast,
very Helmy of you.
I will cast cure level 3 cure wounds on myself because Alik is a jerk.
But help.
About at a third of my health.
Oh no. Welgwen, after you've been out of water for about 10 minutes learning to use the cannons, your skin is just burning and you take 7 points of acid damage. Chance,
Okay, guys, I'm going back to the bucket.
you
See
take
later.
24 points of acid damage.
I just. This is
Ooh.
too much. Oh, I recovered.
Somebody push the barrel close to the edge of the boat so I can shoot at people.
What you can
try.
do is
Right,
Hermatius
right.
works with you to like fill as many buckets as you can find with water, and you can just splash yourselves with water every couple of minutes. And that seems to do the trick.
Yeah, keep that going. Let's keep on focusing
Are we
on that.
stopping the ship so they catch up to us, or are we continuing to sail?
That's up to you.
How
That we're
does sailing
continuing
ship
to
work
sail.
as far as me taking a turn? Like, do I spend my turn steering the ship every turn?
Yeah, so
I
each
do
turn you steer the ship. You don't really have to make a roll to do it. You're a proficient captain. You can do it. It will... Let's see where the wind is blowing from. Let's see. This will be the north. This makes the most sense to me. Okay, so the wind is blowing from the northeast. So you're actually kind of sailing into the wind, but not directly into it. So you can, especially with like fairly low crew, you need 6 crew to man the sails and 1 person at the helm to move the ship effectively. You can abandon the helm and the ship will just continue on whatever course it's set to. As you can lock the wheel in place. But if the wheel is like hit, if the helm is hit by some projectile or magic or whatever it might be, it may come unlocked and the ship's rudder may like swing into some different position and you may lose control somewhat.
Put one of the crew there, probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we have a crew? Can I ask a crew member to do it?
At the helm instead of you, since you're the captain?
Yeah.
Okay, who do you want to ask?
Well, who's not doing stuff? Like, there's people loading the cannons already, right? Like, do we have
Yeah,
anybody
Jamailo and Jamoheb are working with people below deck to load cannons, and the cannons need to be fired manually and then reloaded.
And importantly, who is the most competent at that?
Yeah, who's the most competent at the helm as well?
Because we'll get them.
Gonna be my next question.
Certainly, Thamos is not competent. Urla and Kimura have no clue how to sail. They've basically, like, never been on the water except as a passenger. I mean, Jamoheb and Jamailo seem to know what they're doing. Hermatius might know what he's doing, but he's pretty green compared to those two as far as working the ship goes.
What are Urla and Kimura doing?
I presume they're working rigging. I mean, you can order them to do whatever. But they can work the sails, or they could go work guns.
I don't want to leave us in like danger with the ship, but I'm trying to like see if someone else can take over steering. But I don't really know like.
You can give them like
many
a quick rundown on how to steer and hope that they internalize it successfully.
But we're being like chased down right now, right?
Correct.
Can we just put Thamos at the helm?
Yeah, I want to just like
say,
get Thamos
stay
and
straight,
have Kimura
you know?
take over load cannons or something like that. If there's another like crew member who could do that.
You could put
Trade
Thamos
off.
at the helm if you want. He's
kind of a
certainly
scaredy
not a
cat, though. He might
seasoned
just
sailor.
No, not him, but one of the good sailors. Sorry.
Damn,
Jamaheb
throwing
and
shade at Thamos.
Jamailo. Oh, Thamos is trash. Jamaheb and Jamailo seem to know what they're doing. Hermatius is confident, but he's definitely greener than the other two, as I said. So you could put him on the helm, and he'd probably be fine. But you have more questions about him than you do about the seasoned sailors.
One of the two season ones. I'll ask like a crew member to go grab whoever is free of those two to come up
All right,
and take
let's
over.
put Jamaheb at the helm. All right. You want at least 4 people working the sails, but ideally 6.
That's only if we want to like continue going fast and turn and stuff, right?
Yeah, and make sure like the sails don't like whip around into bad directions or tear if the wind changes or whatever it might be.
Can we go to reef sails and just not worry about them?
What do you mean reef sails? Like pull up the
Put
sails?
the sails up. Yeah.
You could put the sails up, but it'll like kind of stop you more or less. Like you'll drift on momentum for a bit, but you're using them to travel. It's your method of propulsion.
Right, what do we think about that idea, guys? Less people, but we can fight them off more effectively.
They are more dangerous the closer they get, but we are more dangerous the closer they get too.
Now that they're close as well, Cora, you see that each ship has 20 crew aboard. And they're all fairly tough-looking orcs.
What if we raise the white flag? You know, is there a surrender
I
symbol?
don't think they would care.
I don't
orcs
think they'll
take
care
surrender.
about
Yeah.
I'm not saying we actually surrender. I'm just saying, what if? Would they try to come and, like, plunder us without shooting at us or something, you know? Oh, man.
How would we know without doing it?
Berta might know. She's an ocean lady.
None of you have ever encountered the Blood Shard Orcs before. Other than...
Orcs, I don't think we're gonna... They're just gonna, greet us with hugs and kisses.
I'm not expecting him to. I'm just expecting him to go, aha, easy kill, and then they move in close, and we just unleash hell. You know, when they get close, rather than them trying to actually attack us. And let down their guard.
It would take a significant amount of time to drop the sails at this point, too. Just so you know. Like, you would have had to do that prior to this engagement.
Okay.
Take like a good 10-20 minutes at least.
Alright, well let's put, what's her name? T-name, lady.
Urla.
No, Urla's a sorceress.
T-name?
Yeah.
There's no one by that description.
We don't have a T name. That's Kimura and Urla.
I thought it was a T. Kimura on the sails, because she's not as useful for this.
Okay.
Zibrix? Can Zibrix?
Zibrix is too
She is
injured
not doing
to
great.
be of any assistance here. She
Also,
was
I
dead
feel
not
like
too long
she's
ago.
Probably not a great fighter, just
Yeah.
based off of my memories of her.
She's like a noble woman.
In the last time she saw you, were you that great of a fighter? Think about that.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that's true. I mean, I was better than she was.
I'd be a powerful
Alright.
magician by now.
Who else is on sails?
So we
Thamos
should have Hermatius should be on that.
or Matthias?
I'm going to talk to Thamos and ask him if I can trust him to work the sails. Like, we need your help or we're going to die. Can I trust you with this?
Oh, we're gonna die, huh?
Yeah, I need you to trust that you do what we say, and you won't run and hide.
Okay, just
If it becomes
yeah,
scary.
of course. Don't
We'll-
have much
we'll make
choice, do I?
I give you my word as a servant of Helm that I will do my best to protect you.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Wow, that was rude as fuck. God, I was super rude to her.
I actually do not blame him at all for his reaction to that.
I don't either.
If Alik, Cora, and Jamuheb stay on the sails, that should be 6 people, unless you guys are on cannons.
Oh, Alik is on sails as well?
I didn't say that. Are we able to take actions and stuff?
So
while
far
we're
it's
doing
Kimura,
sails?
Yeah, I
Thamos,
was
and
waiting for
Hamatius. Your action is to manage the sails.
Okay, then the other 2 sailors are coming up here. They're gonna do the sails. Because we need all hands.
You
on
don't
deck for the
actually
action.
like need full 6. You have a lateen sail in the back that you're not exactly using. You could just like let that go and it probably won't cause problems. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
that
would
would be
gain you a little bit of speed, and if you had to cut directly into the wind, you really need the lateen sail for that.
How long does it take to send someone down to use the cannons? Like, if we want to do that.
It would take like 1 turn for them to
Okay.
run and get below deck and like get in position.
All right. So
Well,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, Alik, you can prepare to do what we talked about and then Lost and I can control water. And hopefully we can take care of these ships before they get too close.
Great. And we'll get Hermatias and Jama 2.
Heb and
Jama Heb, not Jama Elo. Whichever one is not piloting the ship to help work the sails. And that's 4 people on the sails.
Okay, Jamahab is piloting currently.
So Jama Elo and...
I can go down and do cannon stuff.
We're already.
No, they had to get back into the tub because they were getting effed up.
Right, but
you can like splash yourself with water every once in a while. You only take the damage every 10 minutes, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You can just like drench yourself every once in a while to prevent.
We'll bring our buckets down and
exactly.
man the cannons.
Nerida fills all the buckets in the huge tub and then put it below deck.
She's like a soda fountain for salt water.
Yeah. All right, so on cannons we've got Welgwen. Who else? Chance?
Me.
Lost? Cora?
I think Cora's up top, right?
Yeah.
If you want to be Cora.
Are you crow's nesting, Cora?
I guess I'm watching. Yeah, I'm watching for crazy things, and I'm gonna try to shoot arrows from the crow's nest and catch boats on fire.
Does anybody
Nerida, you want to be on guns? You're not doing anything.
Sorry, what did you say?
You want to be on guns?
I thought we were preparing to use our spells to help these ships.
Okay, well, where are you doing that from? Like, you can do that. You can do that from below deck as well. Like, you can do it from the main deck, or you could do it from the upper deck. You can also.
I mean, I feel like we need to be able to see the ships to cast spells at them.
True. I mean, you can look out the cannon holes, but they're pretty small.
Right, and if they're behind us, we can't.
True. Okay, so Nerida's just going to be on the upper deck.
Yeah. I assume like
move
Elite
freely.
and Lost are probably there too, since we're kind of coordinating on which ships we're gonna hit and stuff.
Oh, Lost! Can you summon Dryads and tell them to work cannons? Is that doable?
Dryads would have no clue how to work cannons.
Tell them to like load it?
Aren't like they afraid of iron and stuff like that too?
They would hate this. They would hate everything about it.
Can you summon something? Can you
big
enslave
octopus.
a lesser demon? I don't know.
Working the cannons uses your intelligence. Most beasts have very bad intelligence.
Octopus, they're smart.
They are very smart. I think they have like pretty good intelligence. It was high enough that Rymus could marry one.
I mean, you would also. You didn't marry an octopus.
Oh no, they have wisdom. They don't have intelligence.
Oh, that's not fair.
Yeah, it's not.
Right.
All right, I have Lost. Are you on the upper deck or the main deck with the guns?
I had planned to be.
You could start on the upper
guns.
deck and like shift below later if you want.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do since Nerida makes a good point.
All
Did
right.
we discuss what the range of the guns was?
Yeah, 200,
Yes.
200, 800.
Okay.
Urla is not accounted for. You want her doing something?
She's a
She
magic.
could help. She could help with guns, I guess.
Perla, what can you do? Do you have any long-range ship-destroying abilities? Like lightning?
No. I am less of a brute, if you like.
Okay. You know how to shoot a cannon?
I suppose, if it will save us.
Don't sound too happy about it now.
Yes, well.
Oh, you
Sounds
know
like
what? Isn't
dirty
there-
work, but I'll do it.
Isn't there also like a hole in the back of the ship where the captain's quarters used to be?
There is, yeah. The captain's quarters is still fairly intact. There's just a large hole in the back of it. But that's in the aft castle, so it's fairly high up.
Oh, I can't. All right.
It is
Back right.
here-ish.
Oh, you got the big one. Yeah, that's what I thought. That where that window
Yeah,
is.
I need to model it in.
Remind
Okay. Let's go, yeah? Since we spent for frigging ever talking about this.
Hey, well, you gotta know, it's a new kind of battle. There's a lot going on.
We're
So you
very-
gave the
Okay,
instructions
like,
to Jamaheb to just like stay
coordinate
straight?
We're aiming at.
I think, yeah, straight. Like, avoid the rocks, obviously, but...
Yeah, avoid the rocks, obviously.
How big is, like, each one of these tiles? What does this
100 feet.
100 feet, okay.
So you move.
So the ships are all 100 feet apart, or no?
Yeah, they're 100 feet apart. I forgot. Let's get the ship noises. I should have had that the whole time. And let's do battle. All right. Actually, you're moving pretty slow. Sort of like a close-in formation. Do they have cool stuff they can do? Yeah,
Also,
okay. This ship, you notice, has a ballista on the front.
Aww.
And they fire at your sails.
I would like to. I don't have any more of that, so I can't do that.
But the... Oh, and they do it with disadvantage. But they rolled a 4, so I don't know why I'm rolling this. Yep. The ballista shot goes wide. Splashes down in the water in front of the ship. Just barely. Are we doing anything yet, or just staying straight?
Well, when they're 300 feet away, I want to control water on one of them, and presumably would be coordinating with a leak and loss so that we're hitting different ships.
Okay.
They need to be much closer for me.
Okay.
I'm just using the measurement.
Do you
here
want
to
the
move
center,
them.
when they get closer, like, should we try to take out the center ships first, or do you want the ones that are closest together?
The
And
ship
we should go for that.
steers slightly this way.
We should have Jamilo, or whichever one is at the helm, do a turn, a decently sharp turn, to try to group them up.
You can yell
As
at
they get closer.
Jamaheb, who's on the...
Jamaheb.
Al-
Yeah,
also,
Jamaheb.
So, like,
couldn't we theoretically do one from each side and kind of smash them together?
We could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Good.
So I'll take the, like, northmost ship, and Lost will take the southmost ship. Or whichever.
What is the range on? What's the range on the
I should
cannon?
just lock this.
800 feet at a max.
800 feet maximum, but the normal is 200, yeah.
Okay, cool.
You take that time to reload the ballista up front. What is the distance here? 9.
And you said
Okay.
that small sail is in the back, right? The one that we're not using?
The lateen sail, yeah.
Yeah, then I guess I'll hop on that until they get a little closer.
Okay. You'll get a slight boost from that. This ship is now very nearly within 300 feet. You think it will be the end of this turn. Did you want Jamaheb? You can yell whenever you want her to
Like,
start
yeah,
turning.
tell them we're trying to, like, close the distance a little bit.
Yeah, turn.
Do you want her to
hard
turn?
to left?
Port.
Sure.
Alright, so you want her to turn hard to port?
It's 45 degrees. Medium? Turn medium to port.
Medium to port.
Medium port.
Turn
All right.
medium left.
This orc ship has reloaded its ballista and is going to fire it again. And I think this one is in range. Yeah, that one's in range. And that one's in range.
Oh god.
This one is not. Barely. They're going for your hull.
Oh!
Oh, but with disadvantage. So
That's
the first
good
one
for
hits.
That.
The second one misses, and the third one misses as well. But one of the ballista bolts crashes into the hull. Oh, these never settle. There we go. You just see like a large ballista bolt jam into the hull. Just keep counters here. D. And it just barely penetrates. So that's what.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Wall of Force has a 120-foot cast range. Can I cast it and then just like leave it there as we keep going? Or will it disappear if we go out of 120 feet range?
What does it say?
It doesn't say anything about it, just says range 120 feet.
Is it concentration?
If it's concentration, then if you
Concentration.
pass out of its range, then you lose concentration on it.
Okay, well that's not helpful.
Alright, so yeah, that crashed into your hull. Next turn, you're turning hard to port still. Like this.
Yarp.
Yarp.
We're adrifting it.
You're
I mean, we
close
might
enough
wanna
to
slow
actually
down.
see the orcs, like shouting and chanting as their ships approach. All right, do you guys want to do anything at this point? This ship is within 300 feet.
Let's shoot cannonball.
All right, you probably have an angle on this ship if you fire from port.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's try a couple cannons from that side, eh?
All right, it is outside of your normal range, so it'll be with disadvantage. But either Welgwen or Chance, go ahead and roll to hit, or you can each roll one, and I'll take the worst one. I guess Chance is the only one
Well,
here.
then
So.
apply her sharpshooter to this.
Right?
No, you're not familiar with cannons.
Alright, we'll both roll one, I guess. Let's see what happens.
Cool.
Anyone on
First one's mine.
the upper deck want to do anything?
Hide it.
Are we close
not
enough
great
to
for either of us.
300 feet control water yet? And also,
I think
let's
they
see.
probably
Also,
want to let them get a
so
little
for
closer.
the, I was gonna say for the like if you go out of range, the spell stops working.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the case for control water as well.
Yes,
Okay.
since it is concentration, right?
Well, the wave isn't, right?
No.
The
No.
wave is just, it just happens.
It says you can do it again.
You can do it
as
again.
long as it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be
Okay.
the same.
The wave travels from one end of the cube to the other.
Oh, alright. So then you could do it back the other way or one end to the other
Mm-hmm.
on your next turn.
But it also says the water level remains elevated until the spell ends or you choose a different effect. Which implies you can change what the control water is doing while
Yeah,
it's...
you just cast control water, and it allows you to. Oh no, I think you have to choose the area when you cast it.
Yeah.
You can't like select a new area.
So, okay,
But you can
so
change the
same amount
effect
of
every
water, I
turn.
could change the effect. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you can, when you're firing the cannons, there are four major parts to the orc warship. There's the hull, the helm, the sails, and the oars. As these are fitted for outrigging, they do have oars. Which part would you like to aim for?
The sails.
Okay. That's 5 plus 5. Hey, I actually have sound effects for this.
But I mean, I doubt either of those because I think mine's I just applied Dex because goddamn, yeah.
No, let's add intelligence. Why not?
Oh, even worse. So what's that for you,
You?
Maggie?
You might be
Mine was
surprised.
what, a
A 5.
5? So that's a 6.
Cool, mine's an 8.
Okay, that actually hits.
Ooh.
There you go.
Roll 10d10.
Jesus.
It's a fucking cannon.
Yeah, and we're attacking a boat, so yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense, but it's a lot of dice. That average.
Right. I'll take it though. I'll take it. Literally.
All right. Yeah, the cannonball comes out of the cannon. This is a new experience for you. And like cracks into the mast, severely damaging the sails. It sends splinters of wood out that like tear through the sails on the sides. The mast's still there. That's what, 50? Jeez. What is it? It's 10, so 60 damage to the sails. They're in bad shape. The sails are like nearly inoperable on that ship.
Wow, I've never done that before, Welgwen.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting.
Why are you shouting?
What?
Yeah, you forgot to cover your ears, so it feels bad. All right. Let's see.
Do they need to make a con save against permanent hearing loss? Or
No.
permanent damage?
What are people doing on deck?
Playing with the sail.
Playing
Making a
with
stealth
the-
roll.
Making a stealth roll. I mean, if you're hiding in the crow's nest, I don't
I am
imagine they'll
hidden.
see you. I'm not gonna
don't
get
know,
you're extraordinarily hidden. No one has any clue you're up there. However, they also don't really care.
Okay. I guess I want to hold a reaction for the next time someone goes for the ballista and shoot them in the face.
All right. That's gonna be pretty difficult, but you think you can try.
God, it's got longer range than the fucking ballista do.
The cannon?
600 range is the longbow.
Yeah, that actually kind of makes sense.
I don't know if that makes sense. I mean,
Well, then a ballista maybe? Yeah, I don't know. It depends on the
Yeah.
ballista, right? But yeah. Okay. So no one else is doing anything else this turn? So one of the cannons is now... Do you want to continue turning the ship, by the way?
Shooty. Shots.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
can
know
get
if
it.
one to like veer 45, whatever, it's fine.
I mean, we need to bring ourselves alongside if we want to cannon any
Oh,
of the
I
other,
forgot
any of the other
to
boats.
have the ships act. They all have ballista in range.
Oh, this is. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Need one more. And they're all... Let's see. Well, let's do this. Sails. Actually, that was hull. That's sails.
Oh,
All sails. Sails, okay. The first one just like ricochets off the hull to the side, catches it at a bad angle, and ricochets out, dealing no damage. The next one passes like just underneath the crow's nest, between the crow's nest and the sail bar. Cora, you hear like a whoom, as it passes by. Let's see. 12. Yeah, the next one falls short of the ship entirely, splashes down in the water, and the fourth one passes right by the edge of the sails but doesn't make contact. So next turn, as you move, here will be the movement. This ship's gonna turn a bit to chase.
So I shot one of those guys in the face, didn't I?
No, that would be this turn.
Okay.
They're all reloading. Okay, so your guys' turn. What are we doing?
They're within 300, right?
So,
Which ships are within 300 feet of us right now?
This one, definitely. Yeah, that one's 300.
Alexa,
Barely.
stop.
The other ones are not. It would be 6 inches, so you can just measure, right?
Okay. So nothing yet?
also, how many
This ship is
guns are on a side?
7.
7? Okay. So we used 2, so we got 5 more.
Wait, you used 2? You only used 1 so far, right?
1, that's right, sorry. Me and, I forgot, for some reason I thought me and Welgwen shot independently, not together.
Nope. There's 2 people.
Shall we shooty again?
Who all is down there on? I don't remember. I know we got Welgwen and Chance. Is there?
Welgwen, Chance, and Urla.
Okay. I since the ships still aren't in range, I will, in range of what Nerida and I are trying to do, I will head down to help with with firing a second cannon.
Okay. All right. What are the targets? Which ships and what parts?
Let's see. The last one we attacked was this one. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm gonna go for number 4 again. This time, the bow of the ship.
So you're firing at the hull?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Roll to hit with disadvantage.
Okay. Come on, numbers.
Yeah, and 1 for each of you, and add int. Hey!
That's flat 13. And
Yeah,
then-
that'll hit. Roll damage.
Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, look at that. Man, I was doing good. So then that's 10d10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10ers. Come on, good. Oof. Not great damage. So, 48?
Okay. So once again, fire the cannon. The cannonball sails through the air, crashes into the bow of the ship for 48 damage. Splinters fly out of the ship. It's like bobbing in the waves, and you see little bits of water like pouring out of it as it bobs up and down. Okay. That ship is looking real rough, and the sails are pretty destroyed. It starts slowing down significantly from the sail damage. Urla and Lost, where are we shooting?
Which ships can we fire on?
2, 3, and 4, you don't have an angle on 1.
Okay. let's fire on 2 out of that one.
Which part of the ship are you trying to hit? The hull, the helm, the sails, or the oars?
Let's do helm.
Alright, roll to hit. I'll roll for Urla. Gotta check her int. I think it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, that'll actually hit.
Hey.
Go ahead and roll damage.
That's 10d10 again.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Big numbers. That's a good damage roll. For, oh my god. Alright. So, the cannonball hits like dead center of the helm. And just completely destroys it. There's nothing left. Where there was a helm. And the ship starts to lose control and just kind of goes straight. It may veer in random directions now that the helm is totally destroyed.
Nice.
Let's get the music up a little bit. Alright, next turn. Do you want to continue to turn the Storm Chaser, or do you want to level out?
Get a nice, firing line on these guys.
Okay, so more?
Turn more than 90 degrees even. Like, turn towards them a little. Let's bring the fight to them.
Okay. Like this. This ship is barely moving. Oh wait, we have to do their turn. I forgot. Sorry. They are now in range of their secondary ballista.
We got 2 ballistas?
Yep.
Have any.
We got that last one. And what are they aiming
Great
for?
rolls, my goodness.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Our ship just got a lot of holes in it.
Sails.
But they're ballista. Like, really, how bad is it? Once they hit our sails all the way, then it's bad.
Hull sails, helm sails. So the hull is hit.
But it's
Sails
okay,
are
'cause this is
hit.
the one I shoot
Helm
in the
is
face.
hit. Sails are hit. So 2 hits to the sails, 1 hit to the helm, and 1 hit to the hull.
Yeah, Cora didn't get her shoot up.
All right, go ahead. Which one are you shooting? And maybe it will disrupt them from being able to fire since you're doing it as a reaction. Which ship are you shooting?
I guess I'm going for 2. That seems like the closest.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Likely to actually be successful.
Roll a hit with advantage, I guess.
Oh, then 2 more.
Oh no.
7 plus 11, I think is where I'm at now.
Oh, well that'll hit. Yeah, you didn't say -5, so that's pretty good.
Okay, so I hit it with the surprise
Roll
attack,
damage.
so that's gonna be 3d6 and 1d8. That's not a d8.
That's a d10. So 10 plus 6 plus 6?
6.
So 22.
22.
The orc catches him in the chest. Oh! Let's see if that actually disrupts him. Nope. So.
But it's okay, because I make 2 attacks every time I attack.
Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead and make your second attack. This won't be a sneak attack, though. Or won't be from stealth, rather.
12.
I will not hit.
17 doesn't hit.
Oh, I thought you said 12.
Plus
Oh,
12.
plus 12.
Oh, plus 12. Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
Plus 12.
And he's damaged.
Unless I'm taking my minuses. 1d6, but it's already damaged, so I got 2d8s.
Why 2d8s?
Because I'm attacking a damaged creature.
Oh, you get more d8s for that now?
I thought, is it just another extra d6?
No, you're probably right.
It's
I don't
extra
know.
advanced. Colossus Slayer, add 1d8 damage to a target that is below maximum hit points. So that's right. What I rolled was right. So
Okay.
that's 9 plus another 6.
Plus 6.
15.
How much? Alright. Nope, the orc sailor's still up. But he's real hurt.
Even with all that damage. Yeah, he didn't get like knocked off course. He didn't.
Nope. Alright.
Okay.
We're rolling damage. It was 2 on the sails, 1 on the hull, 1 on the helm. 10. Let's do sails. This is plus 10. Oh my god, settle. There we go. Okay, so 47 damage to the sails. 2 ballista bolts tear through them. They're in rough shape. That was like almost half of your sails. The helm. Takes 16. It's a bit damaged, but still usable. As the bolt crashes into it. That should be. And the hull takes none. As the javelin, the ballista bolt hits it, but boom, just ricochets off of it. And are they close enough for this? Yeah, this one is, right? Barely. Corey, you notice I have something weird on board. It looks kind of like a ballista, but it's not firing bolts. It's firing these weird bulbous balls.
Oh no.
Take out a trebuchet.
But it actually backfires. Let's see, how bad is this gonna be? Alright, it's not terrible. It looks like a ballista, but it has like again, it's firing these weird balls, and they seem to like ignite them before they shoot them. This one kind of like explodes within the contraption. We'll call them bomb-listas. And starts a small fire on deck that's quickly put out.
Does it blow up the bomb lista? Or
No,
is it still usable?
the bomb
Yeah,
lista
those
is
are
still
damaged.
operational.
I guess they designed them to be commonly exploded.
Yeah, they've had a lot of problems with this design, so they've
Typical
worked through
orcish
some
nonsense.
bugs. All right, next turn. You guys turned, so they move. Full speed, full speed, full
Beautiful.
speed.
Look at
This
that
guy's
range.
creeping. All right, what are you guys doing?
The move.
The
It
move.
looks like 2 of them are in range. 3 of them are in range, I think.
I'm not privy
Oh,
to the
mover
move. You're gonna have
doesn't
to help
work
me.
very well. So the move are how many of them are within 300 feet? That's the move.
Those 2 are. That one is.
Well,
All
kind
3
of
of
is,
these
right?
are. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, pick your targets, guys. Pick your targets.
I take the northmost one, I think it is.
And I'll take the.
And control
is
water to the wave in towards the other ships.
Yeah.
The northmost one being this one?
I can't see on Twitch because there's such a
So
Yeah,
one
this
wave
is
this
north,
way,
so-
right? And one wave this way.
Yeah, but I think we were thinking this way and this way. But
Is that what you guys meant? I don't know if
I
those are
could come
close
through
enough.
to the to your computer
Yeah, if you
so I
want.
can see. Okay, hold on.
So let's see. It creates a 20-foot tall wave.
100 feet. I guess if they're 100 feet each way, it's enough.
yeah.
So just so you know, waves don't just like push ships. It's not going to push it 100 feet. It's not like how waves work.
It says it moves smaller, like larger, smaller vehicles or something.
Yeah, it says huge or smaller, but these are still gargantuan vehicles. They're not huge.
Oh, okay.
But it will move them somewhat. It just is not going to like necessarily throw them into each other instantly. It may take a
Well,
couple
then
of goes.
I assume we would know that. Would we want to push them away? Or push them towards us? Or push them together? Still? Push them all together? So they're more clustered?
Whatever synergizes better with what you're planning on doing.
I
I'm
don't-
not sure how many turns we'll have control over it.
It's 10 minutes, so that's...
If you said that when we're moving out of range of the spot that we started, then we don't get to do it anymore.
If you move out of 300 feet, yeah.
We'll stay in range because we're turning
The ship is
towards
turned
them.
significantly, so like if you do it here, you'll stay in range. Yeah.
Okay.
And then for what I'm doing, I don't think it's going to matter. I'll probably only be able to hit one, maybe two.
Okay.
Because I mean, we can do
Two of
stuff
them.
like stuff
Yeah, I
like
was
this
talking
technically.
about this.
Is that what you want to do?
Works
Yeah.
for me.
Okay,
Then-
so
Yep.
Lost and Nerida are casting Control Water, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's just do... What's your spell mod, both of you?
I think it's either 17 or 18. I don't remember how. What are proficiency bonus is still 4, right? Then it should be 17.
I think it's still 4. Yeah, it should be 17.
So I'm 12. Yeah.
Your spell save mod is 12?
Oh no, 15. 15.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Okay, well, they both failed their con saves, so they're gonna move.
Do they capsize?
They're not gonna capsize, no.
You don't. Did you roll 25% chance?
They're not that small. A 20-foot wave will not
I
capsize
thought
them.
I thought it was like no matter what size ship, there's a chance they
No,
capsize,
no,
and they
no,
get
no.
moved if it's small.
Any huge or smaller vehicles, blah blah blah,
Okay,
any
okay.
huge, yeah.
Okay, never mind.
But they start to like drift into each other like this. They're kind of uncomfortably close. What else?
Well, not what we were hoping for, but
Well, they may still crash. They're sort of like drifting into each other. It'll take some serious maneuvering to not crash.
And that is actually what I was hoping for, was that the likelihood of them crashing into each other. But yeah, go Alik, do your part.
Mine is much closer range. Than
Okay, so you're still waiting.
that.
The enormous waves
Ish feet.
push the Orcish ships into this delicate, tight formation. Very dangerous.
Should we
Oh,
take another
Jamahiro.
shot?
Head straight towards those clusters of ships if you can. Or,
Okay,
you know,
you've
turn
already
towards them.
moved this round, so next round.
Right, I'm
you'll
just letting
move.
him know to sharp turn towards them.
Okay.
He needs to get within 100 feet of them. That's what I would instruct him to do.
Let's see if he trusts you. Roll persuasion.
Okay,
He wants to trust you, but this is a weird maneuver that you didn't discuss with him beforehand.
that's
And
true. We didn't.
He's
Oh,
not
yes.
super keen on crashing into ships, but you're very convincing.
Do we have time for another shot?
Yes. So
Yeah.
Lost cast his thing, so he can't shoot.
This
With
one's within
Urla.
200 feet, right?
Me and Welgwen can though, right?
Yeah, well, you and Logan
Yeah.
can. This ship is barely within 200 feet. Like, just the bow of it is. But you could fire at it, and you could... If you aim for the hull or the sails, you won't have disadvantage. If you aim for the helm, you will, because that's out of range.
I am going to aim for the hull.
Alright, roll to hit.
Alright.
Flat roll, and you can add Welgwen's if she's smarter than you.
Yes, Welgwen.
Am I smarter than you? What are you?
Intelligence.
I think you are.
Flat.
Oh, then yeah, I'm +1. That's smart.
Why is Cor on this rock?
Hey, 18.
Slowly getting closer.
Oh yeah, Corey, you can do stuff this turn as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide and prep for if one of the bomb ballistas tries to shoot. I'm gonna shoot at the bomb in the launch mechanism.
All right, I'll give you disadvantage. It's pretty cool, but
Well,
Oh, come on.
roll damage on the cannon shot for the hull. If it wasn't trying to be such a specific shot, I would not have given disadvantage. But that's a very specific shot you're trying to hit. Ship number 2. Yeah,
57.
oh, okay, sure.
57 points of damage. As the cannon...
Well, I got a 2.
Wait, what was that?
No, it
20?
was... Oh, was it? It was the 20 or stealth?
Yeah, I thought I was stealthing. That's I was like, it's a reaction.
okay.
Go for it. That's why I was like, why are you having me roll now? But
Oh, I didn't
got
say
it.
anything about stealth, but... So the cannonball hits the hull of the ship, splintering and doing severe damage. That ship also has no helm whatsoever, so it could just drift and turn. Who knows? So what was your to hit? Cora?
I think ultimately it is a 14.
Okay, well, that will not hit. It's really a 14 when you rolled a 2?
Yep, plus
13?
12.
Oh, plus 12? Okay. No, not quite. The ships are reloading one set of ballista. The other set of ballista are gonna fire. They in range? They're not, right? No. But they're all going for hull this time. They're trying to just like damage you. That will hit. So hit, miss. 3 of them just... But 1 connects with the hull. Let's see if it can even do damage, though. Yeah, it can. 21 points of damage to the hull. You're still in decent shape. Another ballista smashes into the hull on the side this time. Very near the cannon holes. And like just splinters of wood fly out onto the main deck. But you guys avoid it. Alright. These ships are gonna move. Let's roll to see if... Well, let's flip a coin to see if the main ship loses. And it does. It loses control. Now the question is... Does it go to port or starboard? Starboard or
straight.
port? Can't go straight if it lost control. It's going starboard, so... It just like flails. Are the sails damaged at all? No, just the helm is totally destroyed. This ship is barely moving because its sails are pretty much obliterated. This ship tries desperately to steer out of the way, but like crashes. The orc ships collide violently.
Yeah.
Splinters of wood splay out everywhere.
He's still in control water range, too.
This ship is like that. They slam into each other. Alright, who wants to roll this damage?
This damage.
Elik, you on it? You seem excited about this.
Yeah.
Roll 10d10 as the ships collide with each other. It's 1 and 2, yeah? Their hulls are having a bad time.
Big numbers.
Yeah.
Oof.
That's not too bad.
53 damage as the ships collide. And roll 3d6. Some fun stuff might happen.
Oh, the orbs. Exploding orbs. Oh.
Ooh, very
No. One of the orcs from ship number 2 falls overboard and is left in the wake in the course of the collision. Let's see. They already fired their ballista, but they're gonna fire... Oh wait, no. Now it's their turn to fire ballista. And bomb ballista. So let's do ballista first. Again, they're all shooting for your hull. Is that like 10? Should I just roll way too many die? Whatever, we're taking the first 8. Oh, you avoided a crit at least. So hit, miss, hit, miss. Ooh, that's not bad. Come on, subtle dice. Fucking hell. There we go. 13. 18 barely penetrates the hull. And, oh, it was 411, right? So 34 plus 10 is 44 points of damage. The hull splinters and shatters. 3... there we go. The bomb listas fire. You only have a range of 100 feet, so none of them are in range. Actually, the ships crashing into each other don't manage to fire their bomb listas because they're too screwed up. The other two do. Is that one in range? This one is in range, but it can only hit hull. And the other one's gonna go for helm. Actually, is it helm or hull? Hull. Ooh. Alright, so ship number 3, again. They try to fire their bomb ballista and the shot just explodes on the bomb ballista. Takes an extra turn to douse the fires and get it back in working order. The other one fires the bomb ballista. It just splashes harmlessly in the water. That brings us to you guys. The ship moves a little bit. Are we still turning? Or
We're turning directly towards these. Well, not directly towards, so that we can pass within 100 feet of them.
Okay.
Is what I told Jamilio to do. Jamila.
Jamilo.
And Jamila.
Alright, your cannons are not going to be able to hit anything at this angle.
Could they have hit while we were turning? Because they could shoot while we were turning. At these guys, at least. Like
I'll allow it with disadvantage because it's very hard to time a shot while the ship is turning. So yeah, you can fire the last 2 cannons on that side. Let's see. Did we fire? How many did we fire? 3?
4.
4. So yeah, you have 3 more. You can fire if Lost wants to run back below deck. I don't know what he's doing, but he won't be able to like invoke control water if he runs back below deck to work the cannons.
I'd rather try to push him again.
Okay.
So they're within 200 feet of us ish.
Yes, definitely.
Cool.
But you have disadvantage anyways.
They're within 200 feet of like the entire ship. But yeah, who are we shooting with the cannons?
I'd actually like to try and cast a spell.
Okay, you can.
Can Erla and I use the other?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Cool.
I want to use a 5th level Ice Storm on 3.
All right, just like on the deck of the ship.
Yeah.
You look at Ice Storm.
Dex save.
I'm just gonna roll like for the ship. I'm not really sure how to handle that.
How dexterous is a ship?
Yeah, it's -2. Yeah, so it'll fail that dex check.
Perfect. Okay. So at 5th level.
As the whirl of ice slams down aboard the top of the ship.
Oh, there, that's some damage.
That's really good damage. That was number 3, yeah?
Yes.
How much is that total?
That's just 39. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, it like tears the sails to shreds. They're heavily tattered. What's that throw at? And damages a lot of the crew. They feel very bad about that. Morale is rather low as shards of ice slam down from above, some like penetrating straight through the orcs, others just like bruising them, tearing through the sails of the ship. All right.
It's now difficult terrain.
Yeah. Go ahead and do your cannon shot.
Yeah, roll for me.
Can do.
2d20. 2 of them.
Oh wait. Okay, so we'll take that and. Wow.
Wow, you are so consistent today.
Very good. You and your brother. So let's see. Erla is +2 int. Are you +2 int?
I am +1.
Okay. Well, that'll hit for sure. What are we aiming for?
We're aiming for the same boat that he cast the.
Which part?
Wait. Oh, for the helm.
Sails. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Helm.
For the helm?
Whatever.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit the helm.
Sweet.
Go ahead and roll 10d10 for damage.
Yeah.
I think I rolled enough.
Ooh,
1, 2,
10,
3, 4,
53.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. All right, that utterly obliterates the helm. Just the helm is completely wiped off the ship, and it's very likely to lose control. That was number 3, yeah?
Yeah.
I might not be needed at all.
This is going fairly well. Your ship is a bit damaged, but not bad, all things
We
considered.
can salvage orcish garbage for our repairs.
Nerida, did you want to do something this turn? And wait, Lost, are you also like pushing the ships again with the waves?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
You're just
I wanna
like
push the ship again.
I think
slamming
3 is
them
out
into
of
each other.
range, but the 1 and 2 are not for sure.
Well, let's see. 3 was here, right? And it
Yeah.
moved like 80 feet. So if you place the square like right at where it's like right at the edge, then it would still be
let's
in
do that.
range. Yeah.
Which is what we would have done because we wanted to push them as far
So,
as possible. As
exactly.
many times as possible. So.
Let's roll another con save for the ship. Oh,
Oh!
no
The ship with
good.
No helm and
The
no
ship with
sails is like
no helm.
nimble as
Resilient. Okay, who else is doing things? Oh, Lost, you're pushing these ships together, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's roll another con save. That's gonna fail. So this ship slams further into ship number 2 and throws it off course. It just starts like spinning and reeling. This one is like slamming into it.
Nice.
Yeah, like that, exactly.
Yeah, I like the part where it knocked it over.
Pretty close.
Turn to roll the damage on that.
Go, yeah, lost. They're already together, so this isn't like a huge impact. So roll 7d10.
Okay.
That's still pretty huge.
It's pretty big. I mean, they're big ships, right? And they're slamming the fuck into each other.
Not as good that time, but
it's a pretty decent damage roll. That's what, 1 and 2? Yeah. Yeah, they're having a real bad time. Their ships are starting to like fall apart. The hull gets shredded.
So as we moved towards them, I would have been moving up towards the poop deck, by the way. That's the poop deck, right, in front?
The poop deck is in the rear.
The opposite.
The forecastle is in the front. So the top of the forecastle. I don't know what the name of that deck is, if it has one. Yeah, what do you want to do now that you're up there?
Okay. So this ship is not moving, right? And this ship can't move very quickly.
This ship is moving. The helm is destroyed.
Shredded its sails, didn't it? With
the sails are shredded. It has a bit of momentum for this turn, but it'll quickly die out probably.
All right.
The sails aren't completely destroyed. They're just heavily damaged. They're at about half strength. 4 is incredibly slow. The sails are below 1/4 strength.
All right. So 3 is still moving pretty quick, right?
No. Wait.
That's this one.
3 is at about half strength sails.
Okay, then I am going to cast Wall of Force, angled about 45 degrees, with the bottom of it about a foot below the water, and just like in a line across the front of it, 100 feet.
Wall of Force. Angled at 45 degrees. You mean horizontally or vertically?
So
you're trying to create a ramp?
Perpendicular, straight up and down to the water. It's angled 45 degrees so that, like, you see this is a ship coming in, hits it like that.
Oh, sorry, I can't see you. Do it again?
It's okay. So angled, we're gonna draw it. Okay, that's not helpful.
That wide? Holy shit.
Angled,
it's
fucking pointing down towards the ship. But
it's what, 100 feet long,
The bottom of it is like slightly below the water.
Oh, I get it. So you're trying to pitch the ships underneath.
Ship is going.
I understand.
To the point of it and just like
and go downward.
Yeah. Well, no, it's gonna just split it basically, like the under part of the ship.
Wait, explain this to me again. What the fuck are you talking about?
All right. So, where we are. The side that we're on is going to be the high end of the wall. It's 10 feet tall. The side that the ship is on is going to be the low end of the wall, and it's 1 feet under the water, about 1 foot under the water. So angled 45 degrees, right? And then
like this.
The flat side of the wall is parallel to or perpendicular to the ship. It's 100 feet long, running in front of it. So basically, the ship is going to crash into essentially a knife.
It sounds like a ramp to me. Maybe I'm crazy. Here's the ship, right, coming in, and you're doing it like this? Like that?
So, yeah, basically. But it's like, the ship is like this, underwater, and it's going to hit like this. See?
Okay, but you realize the front of the ship is not flat, right? It's not going to land.
But the front of the ship is underwater. And so, I don't know if I angle it.
And so is the wall, right? It's going to go like... and like
angle it like
on the
20
wall.
degrees, I guess. Angle it like this. Something that would make sense to do that. We'll say 20. 20 degrees sound good?
I'm not sure you can just like cleave a ship with a wall of force, but I'm not gonna say no.
Cleave itself.
So let's. Okay. So
just
first
a few
of all,
feet in front of the ship. I can cast it 120 feet.
First of all, this ship might be losing control. No, it is not. It is heading straight. So you cast a wall of force.
And then I yell at Jamiel to turn a little bit to the...
Like this? Why didn't it
starboard
make it the
side?
correct
Right side?
color?
Yeah.
I changed the color.
Yeah, basically right there. Yep.
Like that. It's going to continue straight. It's starting to slow down, and then it just like grinds up against this wall and like beaches itself on the wall. We're gonna make a con save, but it's probably gonna take damage. What's your spell save mod?
That's a great question. I didn't have that in mind.
17. 17.
It's probably at
might be a
least 15,
actually.
but if it's
it is
15.
a 15.
Okay, it actually saves.
Oh,
But
bitch.
roll 10d10 and it'll take half.
Those are D12s? No, they're not. Those are D10s.
Those are d10s. The yellow ones are d12s.
That's 8. Let's add those two.
Oh, those are bad rolls, unfortunately.
There, 40.
There we go, 40. So it takes 20 points
Still bad.
of hull damage. Or sorry, 30 points? No, 20 points of hull damage.
Wasn't as cool as I had hoped.
But it's totally stopped. While the wall is there, it can't do fucking anything. I guess the ballista can shoot at you and stuff.
Yeah. Then I told Jamil to turn a bit to the right in addition to that, so he doesn't
Okay,
hit the
let's
wall.
see.
Like 20 degrees starboard or whatever.
2 also doesn't have a helm. Is it losing control? No, it is heading straight. That's kind of bad in this situation. 3? Wait, that's 1, right? Alright, 1 is a helm. They're gonna turn as best they can. These 2 ships are like kind of disabled this turn. They grind into each other and like eventually steer out away. 3 is gonna shoot a ballista. This ship is just crawling. 3 is gonna shoot a ballista and a bomblista. And 4 is only gonna manage a ballista shot, I think.
I want to shoot one that's loading ammo.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at one of the orcs loading ammo. On which ship?
I guess whichever one's the healthiest.
Ooh, okay.
It's probably 4 at this point.
It's kind of 1. If you care.
Well, 1 isn't
it's
loading
1 or
the ballista,
4.
though, is it?
Yeah, they're loading. They're just not able to fire this turn because they had to like veer away from crashing into ship number 2.
And I guess I'll hit 4, the one that might actually hit us.
All right,
turn.
roll to hit.
All right, so both with disadvantage, or one's with disadvantage.
Are you trying to hit the bomb itself, or are you trying to hit the person loading it? Okay.
I want to make it explode.
All right, roll with disadvantage. That'll do it.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll damage, but it's probably gonna detonate it.
Am I including my stealth damage in this?
Sure.
Sneak attack a bomb?
Just go ahead and sneak
Yeah, the
attack
bomb
it.
didn't know you were there.
I mean, that was a D10, yeah.
9,
Oh no!
Oh.
and another 7? No, 6.
6.
16.
So you take careful aim, loose. You see the orc, like as the orc is about to put it in, you aim for where the bomb is being loaded, and he sets it down in the bomblista, and the arrow, boom, like ricochets off of it, chipping it, and the orc, startled, like jumps back, and the lit bomb falls on the floor and detonates on the floor right below, spreading fire all over the area. So that will not be operable, but you still have 2 ballista shots coming in.
And attacked the loader. Like everyone in there, and I was on
All right,
fire.
sure. Oh, one of
Well,
those
I
is
get one
not
more
at
shot.
disadvantage.
I get one more shot.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm just rolling, trying to move things along.
23.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. This is...
It was awful.
Oh my god.
14.
You don't get sneak attack on that. You're not hidden on the second
well,
attack.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter that much. So 11.
11, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
No, 12.
Okay. Yeah, the orc is hurt, but still manages to reload despite taking an arrow in the shoulder. So we've got a ballista hit on your hull. And then ship number... Ooh, that's good damage. Ship number 3 is also going to fire a bomb ballista. So 25 to the hull. Our hull is getting a bit rough. It's got a lot left, but starting to really show some damage. Bomb ballista, what is the range? Are they within 100 feet? They're on the wall, so they must be, right?
Well, that's 120 feet, so they don't have to be.
The wall range is 100 feet, isn't it? Or it's 120? They're in range.
Thomas, Lee.
Sorry, I was looking up things. What'd you say?
They hit the hull with a bomb.
How far away was your wall of force?
It's about 110 feet away from us.
Yeah, and they sort of like ground up on top of it. They're in range.
Yeah, it wouldn't be blocking them.
It's just if they're within 100 feet of us or not.
Not quite 100, maybe 100. I don't know.
Okay. So your hull takes 15 points of fire damage as the bomb explodes. And a leak. It crashes down right next to you. Make a dex save. As this canister explodes next to you.
I wanna roll AC instead.
It also starts a fire.
It didn't succeed.
What's your dex bonus
0.
on a save? 0? Yes, you did not succeed. So you take 17 points of fire damage.
Oh, that's not so bad.
And you're on fire.
Oh, that's a little worse.
All right.
So it's got to turn a little to the right.
Oh,
like
Nerida wants to
10,
do
15
something that
degrees.
turn, right? Oh, she would have pushed the ship.
Can't you still? Is it close enough? I guess
No.
it is.
Oh yeah, Nerida, what do you want to do this turn? What are you doing?
It didn't move at all.
Sorry, I can't. I'm not sure where the ships are, but if I can smash one ship into another ship with my control water still, that would be great. If
Not exactly.
You can smash a ship into my force wall. Because
Yeah,
that
you
ship
could push it
doesn't
into the
move at
Can I
force
do that?
wall if you want. Yeah. It will be, sure.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Con save for the ship. That's a failure. Let's roll. Let's do 5d10 because it's already on there. It's just gonna like grind against it. And it'll actually push itself up a bit further as well. 25 more hull damage for ship number 3. Its hull is splintering. It's nearly in tatters. Let's see. It's down to like a quarter of its health that it looks ready to fall apart. They start to take on a bit of water. And you see the crew visibly start to panic. Alright, what are we doing? Are we turning away again? I assume you don't want to, like, pilot straight into this ship.
I would have asked him to turn even just like 10, 15 degrees starboard.
Okay.
I'll get him a better cannon shot too.
Avoid your.
So keep in
Well, of
mind
course.
that the wind is coming from the northeast, which is like this direction. And it's actually more like that. Turning that direction, you may start to lose control of the ship. If you turn into the wind. So, let's see. Is he gonna be smart, or she? It's Jamna Head, right? How smart is she? She's pretty damn smart. Alright, she's like, okay, here's what we're doing. I see this wall of force. We're going like this. And we're gonna stay with the wind and outflank them this way. And this gives us firing lines
Excellent.
here.
Excellent firing lines.
So, who's doing what? Cannons.
cannoned
Can I
out
still
on the...
control water at all at any of them?
So your cannons
one
on the
that hit him
starboard side, you only have 1 loaded. On the port side, however, they're all. You have 6 loaded still.
And we could hit that
You could hit any 3 of these. Well,
Oh,
1,
nice.
2, or 3.
Yeah, why don't we go port side?
So shooting after one?
Yeah, we can go for 1.
Okay, what part of the ship are you aiming for?
Let's see. What's left on one? Or I guess one.
Everything is left. 1 is fairly, like, the hull is pretty badly damaged. Everything else is intact.
Let's aim.
Helm?
Yeah. Yeah, see what we
Well,
can
if the hull is pretty damaged, you might be able to just sink it if you break the hull.
do. Oh, that's a good point.
The one that's taking on water that's like hit the wall of force that I controlled last time. Could I like raise the water to flood it?
So the one that hit the wall of force... Oh, I did the damage to the wrong one. The one that hit the wall of force, actually the hull is like pretty okay. My bad on that. I
Okay.
misreported that too.
Then can I slam it again?
Yeah. We'll do another 5d10. Are we taking cannon shots at the helm?
Let's go back for the hull. And then.
Oh, and that's... Okay,
So that-
roll to hit. No disadvantage because you're within range. Barely.
That's not gonna go very far then. Flat 4.
No. The cannonball goes over the bow. Splashes into the water behind. You have another cannon ready to go on that side, though, and 2 people down there, if Lost is down there. Lost and Nerida.
Yeah, I would go down there.
Okay.
Let's do another one.
So 31 damage on... Oh, did I roll a save there? I don't feel like I did. That fails, because your spell save mod is insane. So the ship that's, like, on the wall of force just continues grinding into the wall of force. For 31 points of damage as another 20-foot wave hits it from behind. Okay, roll to hit. What ship are you shooting at, Lost? And Urla?
Dose.
Okay,
I think.
which part? Hull,
2
helm,
is the one that we already
sails.
destroyed the helm, right?
Yeah, 2, the helm is destroyed.
Yeah, so hull.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Whoops, I clicked that twice.
The first one is fine.
Cool.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 10d10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Urla's just like, this is very loud, but I'm having fun! Hey, yo!
There we go, that's a little bit more like it.
81 points of damage. Oh,
Christ.
boy. This cannonball goes like straight through the hull, and you see it like pass out the other side briefly, splash into the water. There's an enormous gaping hole in the hull of this ship, and it is rapidly sinking. What is everyone else doing? We've got Elite hit like a crew
Advantage.
member.
To the next.
Or the ship.
Like I can't hit the ship. Will it? Like could it provide
You
advantage
can
to
hit
cannon?
the ship. Will it provide advantage? Is a good question.
Because if not, then I'll just shoot it at like a crew member or something. That's creature, but then it says target after that. So
Yeah, you know what? You'll have advantage.
nice. Okay, then it's only 120 feet, so I guess I'm gonna shoot at that one.
All right, what are we hitting on the ship?
Doesn't have a hull or a helm, right?
Does not have a helm. The sails are intact,
Sails are
and the
messed
oars
up.
are intact, and the hull is in bad shape. About half.
Straight hull.
All right, roll the hit.
I'm sure I'm going to hit the broadside of the barn. Yeah, I did.
You super did. Roll damage. Just 3d8.
46.
Oh yeah, you're right.
14.
It's the guiding bolt of helm slams into the side of the orc warship.
Oh.
14 points of damage. Hey, that gives us a nice round number. The hull of the ship starts to glow and becomes easier to see. All right. Okay. Ships 2 and 3 do not have helms. 2 loses control, which is the bad one for the orcs.
Oh, this could be
Will
hilarious.
it go port or starboard or port? It's going to port, fortunately.
Are you sure port isn't that way?
Port is to the left.
Are you sure, though? Sure.
This ship is
Roll
going
persuasion.
to
Roll persuasion.
real hard. They're going to take a risky maneuver here. This ship is totally stopped and unable to do anything. This ship is slow. They've got people, like they've got orcs in the oars now and are beginning to move again, as their sails are largely destroyed. But the oars are completely intact. So we've got
trying to rhythm for them. Make them slower. Throw them into
sure.
disarray again.
Are we using any of these pitch arrows at any point, or are you just like sniping orcs for funsies?
I'm just like sniping for orcs for
That's
funsies
all
now.
right.
Thinking
That's
about
fine.
it. Like,
Roll to hit.
podcasts mostly have this handled. I'm just trying to mitigate the damage to us for the most part.
I see. This ship is utterly fucking beached on this wall of force. Oh, did you roll a concentration save for your wall of force when you took fire damage? A leak?
He's a
Oh, I
warcaster.
don't think I
He
took
has
the fire
no-
damage yet, but
You-
no, I'll roll it.
So you took fire damage from being hit
Oh,
by
right,
the
when I
exploding
got-
thing.
Yeah, okay. I succeeded.
Okay, you're good. And now at the end of your turn, since you're on fire, you take an additional 3 fire damage and have no trouble
on the con
continuing to
save.
concentrate.
Do I get a save against the being on fire?
No, you have to actively put it out.
Oh.
Not next to a leak. I mean, you could run over to him and hug him and put out the fire. That's true. Make a
You're
good
right.
use of this
Would that
armor
be an
already.
action or a bonus or what?
It's a bonus to beat the water.
Yeah. So yeah, you can do that. And it will. So Nerida like charges up to you, seeing the explosion. The forecastle
Oozes water
is
on me.
still on fire, so your hull is going to take a little bit of damage as well from the fire. Just 7.
Nerida, hug the ship.
That out.
Hug this ship.
Well, can't you
But a
just,
leak.
put out her arms and make
You're-
water?
You're
Yeah.
put out at the end of this turn, so you're good.
Use yourself as a undead sprinkler.
The bone sprinkler. Okay.
Sprinkler.
These ships have gotten their shit together a little bit, and they're gonna at least fire ballista at you. Although you're out of range of the bomb ballistas. No, you're not. So okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I hit my guy for an 18, assuming that a 20 to hit hits.
He feels real bad. Let's see. What's the ballista range? 120. So this one is within 120. So
Exactly.
miss. This will be for the one that's close. That will actually hit. That's gonna hit your hull. And then the other one is not in normal range. No, it is in normal range, but it misses anyway with a 10. So your hull takes, as one of the ballista bolts crashes into it. Actually, it might not take anything. No, it'll take damage from that. 23.
No damage to 23 damage. That's a jump.
Your hull has a damage threshold of 17. If it takes less than 17 damage from a hit, it takes no damage.
So it has to be 18 or more, no matter what.
Yep, it's got to be reinforced. And then there are 2 ships that can fire. Actually, all of the ships can fire bomb ballistas at you, except this one is fucked up. I think that's the only one that's fucked up still. So 3 bomb ballistas. 1 is in range. Ooh. Ooh. You narrowly avoided 2 crits because they're out of range. But they all hit. So these are going to be hull hits, and they're going to start a lot of fires.
Well, that's okay. As we already said, Nerida's doing her sprinkler thing, so all the fires.
It's not exactly how that works,
but it's not how it works.
So this plus 15 fire damage to your hull.
You get salt water, and you get salt water.
44.
And everybody gets salt water.
44 fire damage to the hull. It's starting to look bad, and the fires are raging throughout the deck.
If I wanted to, could I cast Tidal Wave and not cause any damage? Just summon the water?
You could have it just like crash down on the deck of your ship. Yes. I would probably roll a con save for your ship just to make sure it doesn't like actually cause damage. But yeah, you can do that.
Excuse me.
Alright, your turn again. We're moving. Not super fast, but we're moving.
I mean, to make sure I have a spell slot to move into.
Yeah, fair.
That I would like to attempt to put all the fires out.
Okay, so you just cast Tidal Wave on your own ship.
Yeah.
We'll roll a con save for your
Gently.
ship.
Gently.
That's a good enough con save. I know it doesn't beat your spell save mod, but whatever. I was going for like 10 DC or something. 12 DC. Yeah, so you will have to, everyone on deck, make a con save. That's a leak.
Up a crow's nest. I was gonna ask.
Nerida, you can't be pushed by this, so you're fine.
First one's me.
I
second one's
rolled
Neil.
a 10.
Lost, or sorry,
That's
Chance, you're below deck, and so is Lost,
Yeah,
so you're
okay.
fine.
Oh, that's right. We're both below deck.
It's really just a leak and Jamuheb. And
I got a 10.
Kimura Thamos, blah blah blah. Okay, you're good. Okay, Jamuheb gets pushed off helm by this, but not off the deck. Oh boy, and Hermatius, who is working the sails, actually falls overboard.
Oh no! That's part of what I was asking about. That's okay.
Okay, sorry, yeah. No, it's like, it's a really easy save. I just expected everybody to save. He just rolled a 1. You thought it was very unlikely that anyone would actually like be pushed off by this, but he's a bitch for some reason.
Can we call down to Chance to telekinesis him?
You can.
You know, fun things about my ability to telekinesis things. I can't right now. But if you give me a second, I might be able to. Because
Okay. I could also cast water walking on him, probably.
That would help. Would you like to do that?
But I think that's concentration. I haven't done an action this turn, right?
No, you can wait for other things to happen first.
Oh, it's a 30-foot range. I can't do that.
You could run back and cast it on him.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and not do that because I have something else I want to do.
Okay. Cannoneers, what are we doing? We got 2 shots. You can fire starboard or port. There's one gun left on starboard. You could take a crack at this ship with, or you could just lay into ship number 3 if you want.
It has almost no hull, and you get advantage on the shot.
Why did they get advantage on the shot?
Because guiding bolt.
Oh, true.
It's glowing.
It doesn't have almost no hull. It has like less than half.
1 and 1.
Would I get advantage on an arrow shot to like bomb?
If you shoot the hull.
It's only on the next attack though, so you want to decide what that is.
Cannon can take it. Cannon can take that.
Okay.
Also, I would say like an actual arrow would probably not damage the hull.
I'm sacrificing all of my first level spell slots and 1 second level to get enough points to buy a 5th level. And then I'm gonna cast telekinesis.
Just sorcerer things. All right, Hermatius is lifted out of the water and placed back on deck.
Back on there.
That means you can't fire a cannon this turn, however.
We can fire 1 cannon.
You can fire 1 cannon.
So I guess let's go after the one in the wall force.
All right. You going for the hull, or are you going for something else? Still sails and oars as well. All right, roll to hit with advantage.
This sucker.
I mean, this is where we start our pirate empire, right?
All right, that hits.
The ship's completely intact, and then we'll start taking them over. Everyone can have their own captain. And...
That's right.
Sorry,
Dibs
I'm
on the
not sure.
first fancy hat we find.
What's that, Nerida?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm also doing baby things, so it's hard for me to keep track of if it's like a new turn.
No, same turn.
Not yet.
Same turn? Okay, great.
All right. Yeah, that cannon just tears through the hull, doing tremendous damage.
Was that with advantage?
That was with advantage. It was an
Okay,
18 and a 2.
I just wanted to make sure.
And that ship looks to be in just awful shape. The hull is well below half, but it is not sinking yet.
I'm going to drop the wall of force on it. And
Okay.
Is it going to like slam down into the water a little bit
It'll
too?
crash back down into the water, and it is taking on a bit of water, but it's still staying afloat for now.
All right,
It's
and
not
then I'm
going
going
to
to
take any
cast
damage from
one right in front of this guy.
that. Okay.
This
No.
time,
Like this?
I'm just going to do it flat. Like
Okay.
right. Like if there's a flat part in the hull, you know, in the front of the hull, I want it to shear the ship. I just want the ship to just like split.
Oh, you
apart
want it
on
like horizontal?
Yeah, I want it horizontal.
All right. So
Parallel
your
to
wall
water.
of force
We go
is...
ship.
Ghost ship,
I don't
exactly.
know if it's
That's,
worth
except not
drawing
with
a
people.
rectangle.
Oh, that would be
though.
amazing, though.
It's like this.
Yeah.
Well, you could put it like right. You can't put it in the boat, right? But you could put it right over the deck in between the two
I
masts.
could, but
You
the deck
could-
is
yeah.
there's multiple
Attached
levels.
on it.
I
It would,
thought
like,
about that, taking the masts out, but this ship already has like almost no masts. It's got a bunch of oars. Speaking of,
Alright.
I would like it at oar level, so maybe the oars snap if they go far enough. But if they make it that far, they're fucked anyways. So never mind,
Yeah, I
doesn't
would have
matter.
torn through the hull at that point.
Just like a shark. Boats can't swim backwards.
True. Well, they can be pushed
Yeah, they
backwards, but
die.
it's not happening in this case.
Okay. And that's what I would like to do with that.
Who else has things to do? Nerida went.
Is
Urla and Lost
is this
win.
how we went already?
Yep. I think that's it for this go round. So 3. Do you still have? Oh my god, they do not have.
Did Cora go?
No, I haven't gone. yet.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Cora.
So I guess I'm still shooting at them bombs. Anybody
All right.
have any advice as to which one I should actually
Number
try to
3.
hit?
Hit number 3.
I hear Ali yelling 3, 3, go number
Yeah,
3.
you numbered them from left to right, and now you're taking them out. So ship 2, which barely has a hull, loses control again.
Oh,
It's being held together by cardboard. And it's going again to port. It's like... The ship is also turning. 16 to hit.
To hit, yeah.
Okay, that'll hit. Roll damage. Just no sneak attack. Just roll the.
Okay. First one then. Which is a 6. Okay.
All right.
Oh well, this is the big one. This is 14, 20.
It fucking boom, sticks into it, and you hear that bomb lista is like pretty disabled. The mechanism is shattered as this one is already cranked back into place. So 3 doesn't have a bomb lista at all.
4 as well.
All right.
We'll go for one
turn.
side and then the other side. For 19. Okay.
That'll hit. Just the D8, right?
11.
11. So this like ricochets off of it, takes a big chunk out of it. The orcs are like, oh no, is it gonna explode? They just like throw it overboard as quickly as they can to avoid to avoid having to like ratchet it back into place.
I'm okay with that.
Here, like below the water here. Okay, so 4 ballista shots. The last 2 are the ones that are in range. Ooh, one is a crit. Miss, miss, miss. Crit. It hits a critical point in your ship, wherever that might be. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. For 38. As the ballista shot tears through your hull, leaving a, like, it impacts, you're like, oh, this will be okay. It tears a big hole in the side of your ship. Let's see, that was number 4 that hit that even. But they're gonna just cleave up against this wall of force. Roll 10d10. Thomas?
Oh, I'm rolling the damage. Cool.
Roll
How
10d10
much?
as it
Fucking love it.
cleaves into the hull of this ship with the wall of force. All the rowers like lurch to a stop as it slams into the wall of force. Oh my god.
That's just average. Not even average. 55 would be
True.
average.
It's below average, but it's still a lot of damage.
Number.
Yeah. Come on. Go. Tearing big chunks out of the hull. It's at this point they decide this is probably a bad idea. And it's not working out for them the way they hoped. Although they've almost won. Okay. So let's see. 3. Did I already do their movement? I think I did. Alright. God, it's so hard to keep track of this. Storm Chaser keeps moving. Captain Jamahead doing a great job. Gonna turn the ship back this way.
Do we get shots on these before she does that, or no?
You can get the cannons on that side are all spent and need to be reloaded.
I thought it was
That's
this
starboard.
side that were all spent.
No, port has 2 shots left. Starboard is spent.
Cool.
So, what are we doing? Let's do cannons. We have 2 shots on the left. Where are we taking them? If we're taking them.
Three? I mean, basically.
I could use. Wait, how far away? Wait 1 second. They are. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to. See. Oh, damn. I can't telekinetically rip their rudder off the fucking boat.
You cannot.
Can we just? Why don't we just fire fire cannons at them?
Yeah, fire 2 shots makes sense. Jeez.
Since he can use telekinesis to move an object up to 1,000 pounds, can he throw an object with 1,000 pounds of force? Like a 10-pound object?
I want to say no, because there's a spell specifically for that called Catapult.
Damn.
Are any of the ships within 120 feet?
Yep, 2 of them are.
How about tidal wave?
You could tidal wave and push this ship into the thing. Into the wall of force. You also could do call lightning, right?
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. A tempestuous storm forms overhead. And crackles of lightning can be heard. What do you want to hit with lightning?
I would like to hit which ship looks worse?
3 and 4. 3 looks worse.
Alright, I'll hit it. I'll also use my bonus action thing and, yeah.
Enchannel Divinity?
What?
Enchannel Divinity?
I can't because we didn't get a short rest between last fight and now.
So
That's why
how
I was
much
asking.
damage is that total? It's like 48, 58?
I think it's 3d10s and 2d6s.
3d10 and 2d6. So 42 points of lightning damage. What was as the lightning strikes down from the tempest above, cracking into the hull.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Yay! I'm a little distracted, but as long as I have call lightning up, and when it comes around to my turn, I'll just hit something else. As long as it's working.
Gotcha.
If not, get my attention.
Okay, we've got 2 guns on the port side. What are we shooting at? 3, 2, 1. Ship 2 is like on the brink of destruction. 3 is looking pretty bad. 1 is in the best shape by far of all these orc ships.
So 1 and 3? Shoot at both of them? Yeah?
All right.
No? What do you guys think?
Sure.
Alright. We'll do... Welgwen, what you got?
At 3, you will not have disadvantage.
Oof. So that's 11? Or 10?
That's you and Welgwen firing, right? So.
Yeah.
And she has +1, so it's 10. Are you shooting at the hull?
Yes.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. And Lost, you and Erla are firing at the other one?
Yep.
At ship number 1, roll a hit.
Is that disadvantage or?
That is
There we
disadvantage, yeah.
67 points of damage.
Oh my god. That's ship number 3?
Shit.
Yes.
Alright. Ship number 3, the cannonball just tears through the ship. It like slams into the oh god, I forget what it's called. There's a piece that runs along the hull that like sinks down into the bottom. Like tears that in half. The keel, yeah, and the ship just like separates in half and starts sinking rapidly. All the orcs like start jumping overboard. The hull is obliterated. Lost and Erla are shooting at ship number 1. Yeah?
Yep.
That'll still... Oh no, that will not hit. Just barely.
It's an 8.
Oh, 8?
Wait, which is it? Is it? It's... Yeah, it's intelligence, right?
It's
notice,
int,
so never mind.
yeah.
I don't know what Erla's is, but mine's
Erla's is
+1.
+2, so that will just
Yeah, so
barely
it's 7.
not hit. The cannonball, like, ricochets off at just a slightly bad angle. Okay, Alik, what are we doing?
There's really nothing I can do. Are there any fires that need put out, or?
Nope, no, there are no fires aboard.
I don't know, go back to manning the sail, I guess.
All right.
If I can go back to the poop deck and man the sail.
Okay.
Alex, like, my job is done here. I'm just gonna go back to sail.
We all done here. All right.
No, we just catch them now. It's fine.
So
like,
3 is
yeah.
Gonzo. 1 and 3, I think we're gonna flee.
Good
I
luck.
get to their shot at one of them.
1 is gonna flee as best they can.
Actually,
let's see.
Sails like badly damaged?
No, 1's sails are completely unharmed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, ship number 2 loses control. And is...
Does it crash into number 1?
Ship number 2 is turning to starboard.
Ooh.
The hull barely exists. Ship number 4 is just beached, just sitting there. They'll shoot at you, though. Cora, if you want to react fire on them.
Sure.
But they'll be able to fire 2 ballista shots at you. Regardless. Oh, 1's a crit fail. The ballista, the string, like, snaps. They're going to have to spend a turn replacing it. The other one, the ballista bolt ricochets off the hull. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
Roll damage. I assume now you're aiming for, like, a pile of their bombs that are sitting there in a
Yes,
crate.
if they are stupid enough to leave them out on the top of the
They
deck.
have them out in a crate. They're orcs. They're not, like, the smartest. They're doing the best they can with what they got.
8, I guess.
It chips
my
one of
extra
them.
stuff?
Yeah, it chips one of them and, like, ricochets off and, like, scrapes past an orc on deck.
And again.
And again.
For 6.
Wait, you need to roll to hit. Yeah?
Well, so was I with the disadvantage? Because you're saying I'm no longer...
Yeah, it's with at disadvantage, because you're trying to hit, like, a small object instead of a creature. You're trying to hit the bombs that are in a crate. That will not hit.
18.
Oh,
18 will
18?
hit?
18 will hit, yeah. But for 6
We'll have to
damage.
go back to 7 damage, actually.
7 damage. Again, it just sort of chips one. The orcs are, like, looking nervously. Yeah, the Storm Chaser is making its way out. All of the cannons need to be reloaded. They're no longer loaded at all. So what's everybody doing? Nerida's gonna call lightning on this ship because it's the only one in range.
I'm gonna reload a cannon.
For 3d10 and 2d6. Oh, bad damage numbers. That's number 4. 13 points of damage as the thunder crashes down. You and Welgwen are working together to load a cannon. Roll intelligence, both of you.
I'm gonna be first, you second.
I'll take a reaction. Anyone trying to shoot at us, I'll shoot
Okay.
them first.
2 and 13.
You fail to reload the cannon properly, but you didn't, like, fuck it up badly. You just have to pull everything back out and do it again. Lost. You and Erla can reload if you want.
Yep.
I'll roll for Erla. Much more
11.
successful on this end. You managed to reload it. It seems like you did the right thing. We're not 100% sure. Alik, you doing anything else?
Still nothing I can do. Just man the
Still nothing
sail.
you can do.
I don't have anything else long enough range.
All right. At this point, I think your wall is going to go down. Because you're sailing out of range of it.
Oh no. That's alright.
That's
They're done
alright.
for.
They're not
They're done for.
cool. One is already retreating. Two, seeing that, is also going to retreat because they have no hull. Okay. They appear to be breaking off pursuit.
Are we faster than them? Can we just hunt them down?
You could turn and hunt them down if you want.
Well, do we have to turn? Actually, which direction?
You can
are we
turn. You
facing
could turn downwind, so you're kind of going with the wind at this point. You could turn
Oh,
like
but they have
downwind.
oars, huh?
I'm
They
more
do have
asking,
oars.
Are we heading in the general direction that we want to for our ship, or are we?
No,
Are we
gonna
heading
have-
the-
you've completely
Yeah, so
turned
we have to
around.
turn around anyways.
Yeah, but you can like sail away a bit and just recoup.
Right, but we could also just like sail the way we want to sail and shoot them with cannons the whole time.
You could certainly try.
I think one of them should get away, just to warn the others.
I
But,
think
not
they
to
are all gonna outpace you because they all have oars that are undamaged. But let's see if two can pull their stuff together before they sink. No, they're good. All right. I think that's a good spot to end. You eventually, having dealt with the orcs, Nerida, you drop Call Lightning, and the weather is calm once again. Off the stern, from the top of the poop deck, you watch the battered and nearly destroyed orc ships sailing away, licking their wounds as it were. You... The Storm Chaser itself is not in great shape either. The hull is a bit below half health, severely damaged. There are numerous points of impact on the hull where it's severely breached, and you don't have enough wood to repair it, enough materials to repair.
I'll just grow a big tree. No, I'm teasing.
His sails are fairly damaged as well, so you're pretty much limping along at this point. But regardless, you've escaped the threat of the Blood Shard Orcs for now, and safely sail southwards, away from Cragtooth Bay, and towards Lucidia. And that's where we'll end tonight's session of Tales from Tuatha. I also forgot to point out, last session, it was session 52, which means if we had actually done this every week, that would have been our year anniversary. We've done over a year of weekly sessions of TFT. Which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty impressive. I've had a great time the entire time. I hope you guys have too. And hopefully we'll have another year in front of us. I feel like it'll probably take about another year to finish the campaign if we're good.
I would say, since you think it takes a year, give it 3, because that's how I feel.
Right.
When
Yeah,
this
but
should take, like, a
I'm not
session,
being
it
too
takes
optimistic. You guys are level 11, and things are ramping up, I think, pretty heavily.
3. Did we level up to 12? Just
No. Ship Antics did not get you to level 12.
Level up every fight. Level up every fight.
The demigods in the next month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We fight one squirrel. Level up.
Thank you so much to everyone who hung out and watched and chatted. You guys are awesome. We love you so much. Follow us here on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter. for updates, and I do other stuff throughout the week on Twitch as well. I've been on like a bunch of political panels recently, although I haven't been streaming that. And I also play games. I'm playing like The Surge 2 and a couple other things. On Wednesday, we're going to play more Payday. We're going to have another Crime Time. Yeah, Crime Time Wednesday. Yesterday, Thomas and I went 3 for 3, so hopefully we can pull something out. We weren't doing the absurdly high difficulties though, so that may have helped a little bit.
We'll get there.
Players, thank you so much. I love you guys so much. This is so much fun. Oh my god, I'm showing up twice. I'm in Nerida's thing for some reason. What is happening here? Oh, I think she like left the call. No, I have no clue. I'm double on screen. You get 2 of me. Deal with it. Yeah, Payday 2 Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Trans rights. What else? Solidarity with Portland. Solidarity with Defund. Let's fix this world one step at a time. We can do it together. Thank you. Love you guys so much, and we'll see you next week for more Tales from Tuatha. Bye.
Bye.